had the Nintendo Direct unmuted. That scared me. The second I hit go live, the Nintendo thing came on and I didn't realize it wasn't muted. Whatever, we're fine, we're back. Hi. We're gonna play Sims today. The Nintendo Switch 2 Direct is also happening, like literally right now. I thought about watching it on stream and then I was like, I don't know if I can, I don't know. So if anything big happens, you're gonna have to let me know. If anybody is watching it. I'll probably watch it back later off stream, but we're gonna work on some builds today because we had started building, where was it? It was in San Sequoia. We had started building, it's not in this save. It was like a wheel spin randomized build challenge on Saturday. And clearly I have lost it, so give me a sec. Then we'll get back in there and find it. I don't think it's in this one either. It might be in the save with Otis. Wait. Oh no, it's right here. And it is Otis. He's in more than one of the saves. That explains a lot. Okay, I gotta see how much we have left of this too. I think, if I remember correctly, it's all of the upstairs, but oh. And that's loud. It's all of the upstairs and then some. Oh God. Okay. Okay, here we go. Well, welcome back to Random Wednesday, where we're gonna use the color wheel randomizer to determine what to build in here. Should be an interesting one. Now I'm kind of scared. Oh, I'm sorry, Leah, if it was a jump scare. Yeah, if you're maybe unfamiliar, and you're like, why are you here right now? I'm usually here at this time on Wednesdays. That's true. Last time we were multitasking. Exactly, Copper. When we built this on Saturday, we had a lot going on. But today we have a lot less going on, so it should be a little bit easier to manage. We should be able to get a little bit more of it finished a little bit more quickly. So I think it'll be okay. I think we'll be here for like 3 hours, Timmy. That's the plan, at least. I usually stream until about noon Eastern time on Wednesdays. So that's the plan. It's your first SIMsie live. Oh, hi. Thank you for coming by. I'm glad you could make it. Oh, that's a fun idea, Icon. That is a fun idea. I feel like I'm not very good at, well, I'm not very good at it. It's hard to recreate stuff from like movies and shows and other games because I get so frustrated at the scale being off. Like I did a multiple stream series where I was trying to build the Good Luck Charlie set in The Sims, and I felt like I was losing my mind. But obviously a set is worse than like an in-game apartment, because usually an in-game apartment has like more, I don't know, it's rooted more in realism because you can go around it. But when you try and build like a set from a show, oh my God, you're looking at it and you're like, okay, the front door is there. They've got this fake shot of the exterior of the house that does not match in the slightest. And I was just getting so mad trying to do it. And so funny how frustrating it can be. But yeah, maybe that's an idea to try at some point. I'm gonna start, while we're just like sat here yapping, I'm gonna start putting, don't delete my doors. I'm gonna start putting some stuff inside of this little hallway. So we can say we've made more progress, right? Raven and Bean and Spart and Corinne and Sewing, and also May and Miss Bookworm and Kat and Evie and Therese and Stripey and Chris, thank you for the resubs. Also Planet, thank you so much. I've been okay, Gianna, thank you for asking. That's kind. Yeah, the budget was 150,000, Eli. I'm not too worried about the budget with this one. I don't think it's gonna be a problem. We're doing okay so far, so I feel like the budget isn't gonna be an issue with this house. Yeah, Ankle, it takes a long time. The people that have the clown roll have been around for a long, long, long time. It's kind of scary. And some of the mods, like Christine could buy the clown roll twice. That's scary. That is scary. Yeah, it is, Lies. We started building this on Saturday during the charity fundraiser, and I didn't exactly finish it because I was somewhat distracted by the charity fundraiser. So, oh my God, look. Oh, guys, this is the thing. I don't want to watch the whole Nintendo Direct on stream, but anybody else feeling like a little bit of FOMO about this? It's because I don't like reacting to long things like this as stream content. I don't know, but this is a new Mario Kart. Anyway, you're watching the stream and the direct. It's gonna be an hour, isn't it? Won't it be on until like, or maybe I made that up. How long will it be on for? My internet seems okay for the last 5 minutes, Judy, but I haven't done anything on the internet today until I went live, so we'll see. Yeah, I think it's gonna be an hour long, so it says 60 minutes in the description. Yeah. I don't really have a huge desire to like react to the entire thing because I don't really feel like I'm a reaction content creator, and I feel like I'm bad at that, so it makes me feel a little bit shy thinking about just sat there like watching it, you know? But if anything really exciting happens, Animal Crossing, let me know. I don't have high hopes for that, but you never know. You never know. We keep our hopes reasonable, and then we see. Okay, maybe I'll put a rug inside of this little hallway too. I feel like we could use more runner style rugs in this game. You know what I mean? I think we would benefit greatly from that. I don't really want that to be so... Maybe we do it in the blue. That feels kind of okay. Yeah, I'll post it on YouTube as a VOD. I put all my streams up on my second channel called More Simsie. So this one will be there too. So I guess I'm a couple days behind. I haven't posted the stuff from Monday yet, or the second half of the Monday stream yet. No, the first half of the Monday stream yet. I'm posting that today. And then tomorrow I'll post the second half of Monday stream, and then I'll post yesterday's stream, and then I'll post this on Saturday. Because I kind of like streamed twice on Monday, so it delays us a little bit. I like to have a couple day buffer of the things that I'm posting on More Simsie because it's easier to like keep up with. You know, if I can be like scheduling them a couple days at a time, instead of like trying to make sure I'm exporting them and posting them immediately, like less than 12 hours later, you know. But yeah, if we had more of like those modular style runner rugs, like the ones from like Vampires, if we had more versions, because the runners that we do have, I agree with you, they're like either a little bit too long or like a little bit too short. If we had more of the modular ones, they'd be easier to use. The ones that they're talking about are like, wait, Vampires, like this sort of thing, where we have the end piece and then the middle piece, because then you can make it however long you want. That's the spirit. Yeah, and the ones that we do have that are modular like that are so fancy. Like, I'd like to have some plain ones. Honestly, like, a runner that was, like, literally just, like, a solid color. Or, like, maybe, like, a simple, like, it has, like, the outline. So, like, a little simple stripe around the corner or something. You need something plain, because then you can kind of put it anywhere. That would be nice. That would be nice. Okay, I'm gonna use the color randomizer to determine an accent color for this office room. Shall we? I would love to use the rug that I have in there right now, but we'll see what it tells us to do. Oh my god, it's rigged! The way we have spun lime, like, almost every single time that I have spun this wheel, this is absurd. I think it's actually rigged. That's not supposed to be happening. I should have taken lime off the list. I can use lime. I can make it pretty bright green in here. I'm fine. I can do it. We've also spun teal. So maybe we spun aqua and I made it teal because aqua was hard. We'll do lime. If we spin lime again, I'm not using it though. This is lime's last chance, all right? Siren and Katie and Proper and Haz and Jupiter and Ray. We got X and Rosalia and Journey and Tacos and Little Bear and Raven. Thank you for the resubs too. This is like, honestly, what I would describe as being slightly lime. And I think that it kind of matches and works okay. So it's fine. This rug is from For Rent if you're looking for it. Maybe I could try and use that one again, but in a different swatch. Not really. Although I actually kind of like that one. Wait, should I have... I guess this was supposed to be purple in this room. I'm wondering if we should swap it. I kind of prefer the look of that with more pattern. I don't really like this rug. I only used it because we had to use lavender. That was the wheel spin in here. And this isn't quite lavender, but it does have the correct energy, I think I would say. You know what I mean? Maybe I'd change the curtains. The people were really mad about the like lack of lavender in there though. It was like a whole thing, but they're probably not here right now, right? So we can just like ignore them. I think that's too much. I don't really like the color of that. No, we're here, but you're not the ones that were mad. And if you are, please, shh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. That actually matches this. And then it kind of ties in that color. What do you think about that? Does it look okay like that? You guys can sit here and say you want more lavender all you want. You don't understand until you've tried it yourself. It's much more difficult than it seems. It really is terrible. Now that we have more yellow elsewhere, I can put more of the purple candles and stuff in. The lavender situation in The Sims 4 is dire. Especially in a room like this, like with the stuff that we've already been using, it doesn't really like go. You know? Oh my god, they're doing it again. You guys. You guys. Well, you don't understand. The windows are green and brown. You can't just be putting every random color. Yeah. I mean, we obviously have random colors, but I'm gonna defend myself one more time. It's like how in this space we spun aqua. We can't just have it be horrible. Like you have to take the color and sort of mold it to fit what you're using, okay? I don't want to put a build that is ugly. We want to have a build that has the energy that was suggested by the wheel, but not in a way that is ugly. We want to take it and, you know, make it work. Okay? I love the color lavender too. We're all on the same page. It's not an anti-purple thing. It's in this room specifically, I don't really know how we can put the horrible purple walls from the base game into it, you know? And we're done with that room now. We're gonna work on lime. Great, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I love this rug, but I don't think it works with the style of the house. So that's no good. Oh, what about that one? I feel like this, you see, that's not exactly lime, but do you see how it fits the energy? That's the situation. Well, Banana, I've been working on this build since we did a big charity event on Saturday, so I'm not gonna like ditch the community and not finish the build and play some random other game, you know? Does that make sense? I understand the intense desire for Inzoi. I've just got a lot going on right now, and it hasn't been a priority for me in the past 2 weeks. I also didn't get access to it like until it was out, you know? So like bear with me. I've had luckily I got to have a little break last week, but prior to that, maybe one of the worst weeks of my life. And I'm still a little bit reeling from it. So this morning, why am I talking about this? This morning before I went live, I was crying about my family's dog that died right before I went live. And then I was like, maybe I shouldn't stream right now. And then I went live anyway. So honestly, we're like not operating at a high level right now. We're actually having a kind of bad morning. So anyway, it's not been playing other games has not been a high priority to me. I'm kind of just like scraping by. We're barely getting by right now. So anyway, bear with me. It's not ideal this time. So I'm doing my best, but things are not going well. So I'm gonna swap the side this is on because I think I'm gonna put bookshelves in there. I think it will be nice. Okay, what about the stuff from Book Nook? Yeah? Okay, we can line these up across the whole back wall. Snap is staring at this. She's been really interested in my computer the past couple of nights. It's kind of funny. Like yesterday when we were playing Among Us, Snap was like really staring at Among Us too. She was very, very into it. Okay, that feels like an appropriate amount of open space, and we can just put some clutter in there in between them. Hashtag bring on the limes. Wow, Christine, maybe you're onto something. Okay, scoot that back a little bit so it takes up more space. Opal, it just became too much to keep up with. The harmonica that we used to do for birthday songs, it kind of became, to me, a sort of negative thing, just simply because, basically I used to have this harmonica and I would do like a dumb thing when somebody said it was their birthday, but A, like the stream grew, and B, people would get like really upset if I missed their message. When they said it was their birthday and like I didn't do the harmonica thing, they'd be like, oh my god, like you're targeting me, you're ignoring me on purpose, you ruined my birthday, now I'm crying. And I was like, whoa, the chat's just busy and I didn't see it. Like I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. Like that's not my intention. I can't read every message, you know, maybe today I can, but like in a normal stream, it's hard to keep up with that. So it became like too much in like a way that was kind of negative, and I didn't like that it was like making people upset. So I said, you know what, I'm out. We're gonna stop doing that. Yeah, I don't think that they weren't like trying to, they didn't mean harm with what they were saying, and I understand why it would be like upsetting, because it does feel like, you know, if somebody else got it but not me, why not me? But you know, in reality, it's just you can't see every message. So I'm not like intentionally ignoring somebody. Why would I do that? You know, like if it was your birthday, why would I sit here and like not read your message out loud on purpose? You know, like I have no reason to do that to anyone. But yeah, I can see why it would be upsetting. So I'm not gonna do that anymore. Anyway. Oh, the cat's back. Hold on. We have cat cam. I kind of knocked this cat cam off my, off the desk last night by accident, so hopefully it works, because I did drop it on the floor. I think we should be okay. How does this look? In the wrong spot. There we go. Weird angle, Snap, but that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I think I do a pretty decent job at keeping up with the chat, DG. But the thing is, you're always gonna miss something. You know, like right now, I'm scrolling around through build mode. I'm looking at this. I'm not looking at chat. So like, you know, there's gonna be things that scroll away in the process, and that's okay. That's just how it works. But it's sad when it like hurts somebody's feelings because it's their birthday, and it feels worse when somebody's upset on their birthday than like on a normal day. You know. Okay, I wanted to put a couch. There is one from Book Nook. I'm also wondering about maybe this one, because this comes in green too. It's not exactly lime, but if it came in like that yellowy color, it's almost like a mustard sort of color. Let's look at some of those. What? She ditched us already. She's up here now. You know how she goes through like these phases of where she sits? She's very much back in the cat tree era. I feel like she wasn't going up there for like a couple months, and now she's like back in it. Oh, how about that? I think that brings around the yellow, which we kind of need. Okay. That feels good. Well, Claire, when people, so the question is, does it bother me when people keep repeating messages? And there's like a level to it. Because when you're copy and pasting the same thing like 15 times, it's like spamming and kind of against the rules. But, you know, if you like ask a question, it doesn't get seen, you like ask it again a couple minutes later, then type about something else, then maybe ask again. It's like there, you know, there's levels to like copy pasting a paragraph and like asking a genuine question a couple times, you know? So it's only a problem when people are spamming. And usually the paragraph people are like spamming something kind of weird, you know? And like, that's kind of a problem too. But it's not a huge deal. Doesn't matter too much. There are many worse things that happen in Twitch chat, so. Okay. Oh, what do you think about that? Well, I don't know about that, actually. Maybe we do it in the green color. It's not really a true green, but it's a little bit green. Yeah. Yeah, that too, Christine, from time to time. For sure. Although I was worried, why am I talking about this again? The dead dog thing. I'm sorry, it's just really on my mind. I was really worried when I streamed again after that happened to my family's dog last week. I was worried that when I came back to stream, there would be like a lot of talk about it and that it would be really hard for me to, I don't know, like function on stream because of that. But I asked people in the Discord not to talk about it, and they didn't really. So I appreciated people's respecting that. Was very nice of them, because that's like the kind of thing that, you know, I understand when something like that happens, people have a desire to be like, oh, Kayla, I'm so sorry, like, you know, this just happened to my dog, like, this is what happened to my dog, like, because you want to relate to it. And I get that, like, I really understand people's desire to do that. I just wasn't in a position to hear about other people's dead pets. You know, like I couldn't do it that day. And I asked people not to, and they didn't. So thank you everybody for being respectful of that. That was really helpful. I was scared that I was gonna like start crying on stream if I had to see that in chat. And I didn't really want to do that. I preferred to not have to, you know, get emotional in front of everybody. Nothing wrong with that, but still sad. Launch date June 5th. Oh, I'm putting that on my upload schedule. Oh my god, that's not that far away. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm putting it in bold. I'm like looking at it in the context of my like stream schedule in May for the fundraiser, and I'm like, oh Jesus, that's so soon after May ends. The Nintendo Switch 2. The Nintendo Switch 2. Oh, people are all gonna think we're talking about a Sims thing. Sorry, it's not a Sims thing, it's the Nintendo Switch. Sorry if we made you all panic just then. Yeah, that's way sooner than I thought it would be. That's exciting though. Switch to what? No, the Switch is a video game console, like the Nintendo Switch. But this one is dusty, that's embarrassing. The Nintendo Switch, this thing, the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out in a couple months. There's a Nintendo Switch Direct on right now. It's like a big live stream they're doing where they're announcing loads of stuff about it. And it's on like literally as we speak. It started about 20 minutes ago. So, well, Rigsby, the Nintendo Direct is on right now. So there's a lot more information about what is coming on the Switch 2 today. So I don't know the answer to your question really, but maybe if we watch the Direct back, or if you like look up an article later, you'll probably find some more information. I think I sort of expected that it would come out. I mean, there were leaks about it coming out in June, right? So we kind of knew that it would be June for a little bit already. But when we would talk about the Switch 2 before, like, I don't know, like last year, I always thought it would come out like in November or like later in the year, kind of nearer to the holidays. So I was kind of surprised that it was coming out seemingly early. But it's not a bad thing. That's exciting. Oh, I guess that's true. The original Switch launched in April, so there is a precedent for this. I didn't really think about that. That makes sense. I don't like that one. Yeah, we'll put this up high. That's cute too. Are those the same color gold? Yeah. That works. That works. Oh, you don't look good right there, actually. Put you right there. Yeah, I play PC games more than Switch games too, but there's a lot of games that are like Switch exclusive, and also a lot of games that are really good on Switch, so. But most of the time, if a game is on Switch and on PC, I'm more likely to play it on PC than on Switch if it's on both. But specific it's a circumstance, I guess. It's a silly, goofy legacy that I'm writing as like a sequel to Not So Berry Tangerine. I promised I would do it as a charity incentive. It's vegetable themed, so it, you know, manage your expectations. It's a little bit goofy on purpose. Okay, I'm not gonna post it until we start the fundraiser though. Trying to take advantage of this fundraiser stuff, you know. Okay, what about, well, maybe I could have put, no, I don't really like that. I know somebody said they wanted a floor lamp instead of the table lamp, but I don't know. Honestly, Snowy, I'm feeling really overwhelmed with it, but we'll get through it. We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, the month leading up to May, and then all of May, and then also the month after May is always very stressful for me with like all of it, because the whole month leading up to it is like all of the planning phase. I've been planning a little bit longer than that, but it like kicks into high gear in April, and then May is obviously the fundraiser. I stream every day, often more than once a day. So it's just like a lot of work. Like there's not really, I kind of just like work and sleep, you know, for the whole month of May. And then afterward, I have a lot of catch up to do with like all of the like thank you cards and all the incentives and everything. So that's a lot of stuff going on too. So we're in deep. But we'll get through it. It's gonna be really good. I'm excited. No, I don't really like that either. Maybe this one's better because I do like that it has the gold accents. That feels okay. You saw a St. Jude commercial the other day and you immediately started crying? Yeah. Yeah, I've been there. I understand. Would it be over the sofa? Well, I don't think so. I'm gonna put something else by the sofa, I think, okay? Yeah, they have a lot of commercials they play on like TV and stuff. They're usually pretty emotional, the St. Jude ones. That's too tall. This is too short. Oh my gosh. You don't have good colors. Maybe I could size this one down. That's a more reasonable size, right? Can I scoot this? I would kind of prefer if I could scoot it. Just a little bit. Okay, we'll try that and then we can put a plant on it or something, right? Good, that takes up space. Yeah, the growing together one is pretty narrow too, which is nice. But this one will work. I haven't really used this one too much yet because it's new, so I'm trying to like figure out how it fits into stuff still. I like that. I don't really know how much to put in here. Maybe I'll put an easel. No, I don't really want it to be like paint covered. I don't know. Is that random just in the corner? I guess it is a little bit, but not really in a bad way. I think it's kind of cute and it's functional, which is nice. Maybe an instrument. Well, we could put a guitar in here somewhere. I like that because it's big. The guitar feels like a little thing that we can just put, oh, maybe not in there. Maybe I'll put a guitar in here. I don't really like it in there. So maybe not, I don't know. We could put the guitar like tucked away in this corner. More skill building. I know this easel is so nice, but you're right, it's really expensive. Like it being 1100. Usually when I buy an easel for my Sims, it's like, you know, we get the cheap one because we're just starting out trying to figure out how we can build some money quick. I know you get like when you place the guitar, you like perfectly place it, like alt place it nice in a corner, and then your Sims just pick it up and leave it somewhere. Terrible. Yeah, I also put easels outside a lot. I do the same thing where I'll put easels like on the patio or like on the balcony a lot. I do the same. Okay, this is gonna be like a guest bedroom, I guess. Let's pick a color scheme for this one. Yeah. Stop. Okay. Purple. I got scared that it was gonna go all the way to fuchsia, and I wasn't so pleased about that. But it's fine. Oh my gosh. Okay, so purple. What kind of beds do we have that are purple? We shall see. I don't want it to be like super bold. I think that like this color kind of works for what we're trying to do. I do like that one. So that's an option. Then there's like this sort of thing, which isn't really that purple. There's this one, which is more blue. That has some purple accents. I do like this life and death swatch. I don't know if it's like too much with the zebra rug. We used a randomizer to determine what objects we had to include, and one of them was zebra rug. So that's the season zebra rug. Which is a little bit, I don't know, kind of scary to try and include, but we'll figure it out. It's fine. I want a purple wall that has like wood trim. That's kind of a different shade of purple, but we can make that work too. I kind of like it. I think it can be worked with. It'll be a process, but we'll figure it out. I think that's more blue. There's a little bit of blue in this. Maybe like a little bit periwinkle energy to it. But it's definitely, I would say, purple. It's also filtered by purple. And it comes up in the purple filter. So the game says it's purple, which helps. I'm gonna try this life and death setup. Shall I put this like, ooh, it's kind of a weird setup. Maybe a desk? Honestly, I don't like the life and death desk because it doesn't come in the same colors as the as the like nightstands and dresser, which is kind of annoying, but we'll see. Oh yeah, Opal, I have the same problem. It's hard, like not even just with Stardew, but like with so many games where, I don't know, you get like excited about something and you want to like play again from the beginning, but you're still in the middle of playing it the first time. Yeah, I understand. You want the bed on this wall facing the window? It could be, I guess. Doesn't really fit as well with the rug because it's a little bit shorter, but you can try it. See, like when you center it there, the rug doesn't fit so much. So we could scoot a little bit more. I don't know. I'm not really sure if it is nice. I do prefer that, I think, centered with the window. So, and then this thing can get scooted over, which is also nicer. We'll see. Okay, purple, 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 purple. Not that one, that's terrible. There's purple from, this is the one from Seasons. Of course, it's a different shade of purple, which is bad news for us. Maybe we should try and get an accent color. If this is bad, I'm not gonna use it. No one's gonna get mad at me either, okay? Okay, maroon. That's interesting. Yeah, no, it's never the same shade. Not in The Sims 4, that's for sure. Oh my god. Businesses and hobbies ones are so big. Yeah, this is not so good either. Do the businesses and hobbies ones come in small? Where are you? I wouldn't really call that maroon so much, but it's close enough. I do like how that brings in the color of the inside of the windows. I just feel like I don't really know. I don't know how to bring in the purple and the maroon. I feel like you need a rug that has purple and maroon. Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe we find like a bed or a picture that has purple and maroon. Purple. The purple artwork is like very difficult to make work. This sort of thing might actually be okay, honestly. It more becomes an issue with like the scale of that picture. That could be an interesting, because that has like this color and well, that has some nice colors, but they're not really right. So that's no good. Using randomizers is like such a curse. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, see, that's not quite maroon, but I feel like that has kind of the colors that we want with that sunset. So we can try and use that to bring it together. Okay. Okay, I feel like that maybe works. Should I get some of those? What about from For Rent? There's like little lamps. Maybe these could become that pinky color. Okay, so it's kind of like pink and purple, more so than maroon, but that's not a bad thing. Okay. This can get scooted backward a little bit more. I also was thinking I might use this again. And they don't really need this extra desk, but I guess it doesn't hurt to have. So, as far as the chairs go, okay. Would I ever decorate a room in my real house with a wheel spin? Oh my god. maybe if I had like 3 things I was trying to decide between, but to answer your question, almost definitely not. That feels like a really dangerous choice. Okay, that's like the totally wrong wood color, but I like this. So I don't know. Yeah, that's in real life, the bar is like too high to be letting a wheel decide what kind of stuff you're buying with real money, you know? Cat decides my Sims build video? Oh my gosh. I hadn't really thought about that, Christine. I mean, I can write it down. Cat decides Sims build. How do we do that? Because, like, you know, say I take my phone and I, like, try and show her something. I'm like, Snap, would you pick this one? She just lays there like that. She doesn't move. Treats on note cards is your suggestion? Oh, that's better. That's more realistic. Most people would probably do it that way. Snap's weird, though. Sometimes she doesn't actually, like, you know, partake. The kittens might be able to help. I could just film it over, like, I could, like, film all of the selections over the course of a few days to try and trick them into participating. Okay, maybe we put a ceiling fan in here. Yeah, Snap doesn't really, like, care about treats all the time. She only cares about treats sometimes. So you can't really rely on that too much with her. She decides when and where and what she's gonna be having. And she'll tell you when she'll be having a treat, so. We kind of operate under her plans and her life and what she desires. So, yeah. She's funny like that. But she's really old, so she gets to, you know, do whatever she wants. Okay, I don't really like this poof for in here specifically because it's too pastel almost. Oh, wait, no, that looks better than I thought it would. Okay. Never mind. GameCube games are coming to Switch Online. Oh, that's cool. Thank you for the update, Christine. I was hoping that if anything big happened, people would tell me. So I'm glad, thank you. Okay. That's not so bad. If we get some cute, like, decor right here, it'll help. Okay, maybe we put, like, some books on it. You had a purple GameCube? Really? My grandparents had a GameCube in their basement, and I have many fond memories of playing GameCube games with my cousins at my grandparents' house. And even more than that, me being really small and them playing GameCube games and me watching. But I have a lot of fond memories of the GameCube. It's a good one. So, I don't know what happened to my grandparents' GameCube, to be honest. Maybe one of my cousins has it. Everyday clutter. Okay. We'll put this. Maybe I'll get a little plant. Maybe some of the things from our fine living room instead of a plant. Nah. Oh no, that might be... No, it's not cute enough. Not cute enough. Maybe we do, like, something more... No, none of these are gonna really have like a purple base to them though. Maybe I'll do this one for my kid, because the black base of it is pretty simple. Yeah, we can fit that. Okay, I think I'm gonna give them maybe like a hamper in here. I think I'll put laundry in the basement to take up space. I don't know, Nishi. I don't think we're gonna do Mold Monday this week. I don't think we're gonna do Mold Monday every week, but maybe in a future Monday. I feel like if you do it too often, it loses the charm. You know, Mold Monday needs to be like a more occasional situation. Really, Missy? Oh, I'm excited to get to watch the Nintendo Direct back so I can see it. Do you want to do the basement next, chat? I think I will. I think I might also get like a slightly more, I kind of am going for like slightly unfinished with the walls inside of this room. And then we can start putting some like decor up. It's almost like a closet. Because the wheel spin, when we spun the wheel originally, this room in the basement, we like spun for what bonus kind of room we should have to add, and the wheel told us dungeon. So I'm trying right now to sort of determine when we say dungeon, like what exactly does that mean? Yeah, so bookcase door. Oh no, I want to have like a, so what I'm thinking is I want to have like a normal basement, maybe with like some storage and laundry, and then something is behind it. So I won't put a bookcase door up there. We know that we have to use a lot of the Star Wars stuff in the dungeon because the original world that we spun to build in was the Star Wars world. And then we were like, well, that's not gonna work because how exactly are you gonna manage that? You can build in that world, but it's like, you have to use all kinds of cheats and it's really weird. So we tested it. I said, I don't know about this. Chat was like, I don't know about this. And then we decided to switch to build in a more reasonable location and spin again. And that's where we're at right now, is in said reasonable location. Do we put like a tile in the basement? Or maybe we use the Star Wars stuff down here. I think I will be, Jay. I don't know. With the 24-hour unpaused streams, they are so fun, like, in theory. And then after they're over, I look back on them and I'm like, wow, that was, like, the best time. But when I'm actually doing them, I feel like I'm gonna die. And also, then I have to come back and stream that same day. Like, when I did it last year, I streamed that day. Then I put it live for the 24 hours. Then I ended the 24 hours the next day and went live again afterward to like continue fundraising. And it's a lot. So I think we probably will do it, but I'm gonna have to work up some courage before we commit to anything. I know I don't have to stream afterward, but it's the unpaused streams are not like the most effective fundraising tool on their own, because like I'm not even there to thank people. So in terms of fundraising, it feels like a I don't want to say a wasted day, because that sounds like it's a waste, and it's not actually a waste, but in terms of fundraising, there are definitely things that I could be doing that are like more long-term effective. So we'll have to think about it, how we're gonna lay it out and like what the schedule will be exactly. We'll probably use it as like a charity incentive, the existence of the 24-hour stream. And I'm almost certainly gonna end up doing it, so it's fine. I'm just gonna have to power through. Yeah, we've done 12. We've done 12 hours, and that's doable to me. It's the overnight that is the problem, because it means that I don't sleep, because I have to stay up to like monitor it. Because things go wrong, and like, you know, you can't really be like leaving it completely blank. So okay, I like that. That's cute. And then we can have our secret room, like we discussed. Put that there. Is there space for me to have a hamper in here? I guess not really. Have Dan do it, the fundraiser, or the, not the fundraiser, the, unpause stuff. Dan is able to help a little bit with some of that stuff, but there's a level of it that is like, you know, it kind of has to be me to an extent with like setting up and fixing the unpause things, because like Dan, I taught him, but he's a little bit fumbly with it. Like he doesn't really know what he's doing when he's trying to fix it. So what might take him like 5 minutes, I could do in 30 seconds, you know? So it's just like, well, I might as well do it myself. Like, and it's stuff like, oh my God, some sim is glitched out of the wall, and like, you know, Dan knows how to reset a sim, but like, he doesn't really know what could have caused them to glitch out of the wall, but I do. And so like, I could fix it and like fix the problem so it won't happen again, and he doesn't really know how to do that as much because he doesn't know the sims as well as I do. Okay, I'm gonna put that there for some storage. How can he learn if he doesn't practice? Yeah, but then you have to do it in front of all these thousands of people, which isn't so good. And like when something goes wrong in these unpaused streams, it sounds like, oh, somebody glitched out of the wall. Like, it's no big deal, we'll just come fix it. But actually what happens is the chat's like, oh my God, someone glitched out of the wall. And they're like pinging at mods in the Discord server dozens of times. And everybody's freaking out. And they're like, Kayla's not here and it glitched out of the wall. What are we gonna do? And like, it feels like a crisis when it's happening, even though it's not actually like that much of a problem. Like, it's fine, you know? It's like one sim, whatever. But it's like people get really nervous about it, and so it feels like there's like a disaster happening when it's happening, even though it isn't really too big of a problem. So then it's just like, I'll fix it, you know? Yeah, exactly. Like, understanding how the Sims work take a lot more gameplay experience than just knowing how to play the Sims. Exactly. Like having enough Sims knowledge to know why something is broken is different than having played the Sims before. Okay. Are we really gonna use this Star Wars stuff? And like, am I really doing this right now? Oh, the multiplayer mod is a terrible, like, that would be terrible. That just gives it like 50 more reasons to go wrong. Oh, apparently the Nintendo Direct was just broken for over a minute. Uh-oh. That's no good. That's no good. Do a 12-hour unpaused stream, and if it raises enough money, then I'll reward us with a 24-hour live stream at the end of it. Oh, so like we do it kind of like how those streamers do subathons, where like if people donate, it can go longer, but like we'll cap it at 24 hours, so I have to come back and stream normal again. You know, like I have to be live like for the rest of the day normal instead of leaving it unpaused for like, I can't leave it unpaused for like 3 days straight, you know, because that would be bad. But maybe we could promise it as 12 hours and then be like, but if we raise this much money, then we'll extend it. Okay. Okay. We've like double incentivized it. And you know what I'll do? Listen, this is like a private group. This is a secret. We're gonna pretend on the stream, I'll be like, you know what, you guys, like, I know I usually do 24, but it was so hard last year. Maybe if we can raise this, I'll consider extending it. And like, we'll pretend that I've been like convinced to extend it on the stream. And I'm like, guys, I don't know about this. Like, I don't think we can do that. And like, we'll play it up. And you're all gonna agree. You'll be like, well, maybe we should try. But like, we know that I'm probably gonna do it. But we gotta like play it up for the drama. Me and my 2,000 closest friends have made a plan, and nobody's gonna tell anyone. Okay, that's good. I'm writing it down. All right, double incentive. My secret is safe with you, right? Right? Good. Guys, what are we putting in this secret room? I know we said Star Wars stuff, but oh, maybe I could have put some of this like maybe I could have used some of the Star Wars stuff outside. We had talked about that. Wait, get rid of that. I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh my god, Kayla, more Star Wars stuff, but Star Wars Secret Garden. Yeah, I don't know. A bar. That's cute. There is a bar from this pack. Maybe we could put like some of the oh, how about this? Maybe there could be like a games table or something. That might be kind of cool. But we build that in. And then we make it into like a secret game room sort of thing. But it's for like a person who's a really big fan of Star Wars. Oh, cat is gone. That's okay. Maybe we do these in like the reddish color. I don't know. No, actually, I prefer this one. I feel like that's more the energy that we're trying to go for. You went to Epic Universe last weekend? Oh my goodness. I'm so jealous. Well, so I learned this last night. I get to go to Epic Universe. It's the new theme park that they're opening in Orlando. My sister's friend works for Epic Universe. And when my sister got to go, like, a couple weeks ago, I was genuinely mad at her. Like, I was, like, upset that Shanna got to go to Epic Universe. I was trying to hold it in and not be dramatic. But, like, my jealousy was really coming out. I didn't tell her I was mad at her, but in my heart, I was mad at her. Because I was like, you don't even care about Epic Universe. Like, you don't even understand. Some of us have been watching drone footage of them building it for years. Like, some of us actually care about Epic Universe. Shanna. Anyway, it's not her fault. Her friend works there, but he took her. And yesterday, my sister texted me and she was like, he got more tickets because they're extending the cast member or like the employee previews. And he offered to bring me and Dan along with like him and Shanna's friends. And I was like, oh, are you sure? And he said, yep. And I was like, well, if you insist. And so he got tickets. I get to go next week, which is very exciting. Okay, so more stuff. Anyway, long story short, I'm thrilled. I get to go to Epic Universe. Apparently, I saw someone post on Instagram this morning that the first media previews are this weekend. So people like YouTubers that make like theme park content, I think, are gonna get to start going to the media previews this weekend. I don't know when they can post about it, but very exciting. It's a theme park. You know about like Disney and Universal probably, right? That like Disney has 4 parks right now. Universal has 2. Universal is opening a 3rd park. So it's like kind of a big deal. Like they've built a brand new massive theme park from scratch. And it's got like all these really cool new roller coasters and like loads of new stuff. It's been a long time since there's been like a new theme park that opened in the US. I think the last one, at least here, was when Animal Kingdom opened in the 90s. And so it's like a major deal. If you're a fan of theme parks, like it's a major deal. And it's a big deal just in Orlando as well because, you know, we're getting another theme park. But it looks like it's going to be really cool. There's a Nintendo World in it. There's Nintendo World already in a couple of the other Universals. Like Universal in Hollywood has a Nintendo World. But theirs is smaller because they had to like put it into a smaller footprint. But because they built this park new, there's a new, bigger Nintendo World. So there's like a How to Train Your Dragon World. There's a few new things. Well, more than a few, but there's a bunch of new stuff. It's a whole new park. So. Oh, that's right. I forgot that. I thought I had it backwards in my head, Hayla, that Islands of Adventure came out the year after Animal Kingdom. That's right. In my mind, it was the year before, but it doesn't matter. Still in the 90s. So it's been a while since there's been a new theme park that has opened anywhere in the U.S. So it's very cool. And it's local. It's here in Orlando. So, okay, let's look at more of the Star Wars stuff. They don't really have a lot of, oh, I kind of liked that, like, tattered looking flag. It kind of helps with the vibes that we're trying to accomplish of this little room, doesn't it? I don't know. Should we try that thing? Why not? Why not? What's the vibe? In here, Star Wars game room is the vibe. I used a wheel spin to decide that we had to have a dungeon in the basement, or the wheel decided that, I guess I should say. So now we're trying to figure out how to make that happen and not be horrible. So that's what we're up to right now, figuring out the Star Wars dungeon situation. Okay, I kind of love that, honestly, with that lighting right there. I feel like that's kind of cool. Are there any other chairs from this pack that I could like shove in the corner? No, I don't really like that one. Is that a bench? Legitimate business bench. Oh, there's also like this thing. Maybe I could put that there and we could, okay, let's do that. Because this could get scooted back a little bit more. And then we have that cool bench. Whoa, my God, what is that? Power isolator? You probably don't need that in here, do you? Oh my gosh. Those the debug ones that you can't change the color of? Maybe I'll put this here then. Oh, a TV so they can watch the stuff. That might be kind of good, actually. Does this change colors? I don't really like that thing. Maybe I'll put this over here then, and we can put a TV on this wall. You're right, because they can watch the movies while they play the game. Prepared? Like finished? Chris, no, not even close. I won't say I'm prepared for the fundraiser until probably the morning of May 1st. It takes a lot of time. Maybe not even the morning of May 1st. Until about a minute before I go live on May 1st. It takes a lot of time to finish all the prep work for that for me. So I would hesitate to say I'm prepared at any point. Because there's a lot going on behind the scenes to get it all ready. But we'll get there. Just will be some time to get it all together. All right, I'm putting some of the like moldy stuff inside of this room. Oh, you don't like it? Yeah, I know, it's kind of weird with the Star Wars stuff, right, Snap? I know, I think so too. I know, it's weird. This is like, this rug has like different tile swatches, but maybe we could put it on top of that metal grate. It looks kind of good, I don't know. Big Star Wars fan in their game room. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it too, Ratters, where it's like, maybe I won't even feel like I'm prepared until June 1st when it ends. Because there's always more going on. There's always something, so. The direct is over. No new Animal Crossing! Oh, my heart is broken. I'm not really surprised, but I had hoped. I like the idea of the game console. That's kind of a fun concept. Maybe we could swap this out and we put the video game console like inside of that cabinet because you can't really see it. That still functions. They can play with it there, so they can sit at these chairs and play the video games. They still haven't shown the price either. What the heck? Why not? That's so weird. Yeah, it's gonna be pricey. I did see that it's a June 5th launch date. I did hear about that one, but interesting. That's not a good sign. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If they didn't say the price, I'm like, that can't be good. It's probably gonna be really expensive. Okay, that's better. All right, shall we go upstairs? Maybe do the bathrooms next? I like this little, I've never really used a lot of this stuff, so. Oh, you can pre-order later today? Oh, okay, well if you can pre-order later today, I guess we'll find out then, right? We'll see. We shall see. Okay, let's spin for this bathroom, shall we? Hi, Snap. Thank you so much. That's what we wanted! Okay, we were hoping that we were gonna spin bubblegum last time, and we didn't. So that worked out really well. Okay, let's make it pretty and pink. Perfect. This is what we've been hoping for. Which color? We haven't used that tile anywhere in this place yet. I've been using a lot of different tiles, so maybe we try that one. I do actually like that a lot, so that could be good. And then we put like, that works. The wheel is our friend today. Yeah, it's better now. It's improving. Forbes estimate's gonna be about $400 to $500. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. I saw somebody else in chat say 500 as well. So that's my my assumption about the price also. Maybe we're wrong, but we'll see. Okay, that matches this. That's cute. Yeah, it's kind of standard price, so that makes sense to me. Checks out. I might do like a big... Yeah, it's expensive, but considering like how everything else is going, it doesn't surprise me too much. Does that make sense? Like, are we happy? No. Are we disappointed? Yes. Are we surprised? Probably not. Like, especially for like this brand new console, I don't know. Feels kind of expected. I wonder, what if it's worse than that? Not to like worst case scenario it, but what if it ends up being worse than that? Could you imagine? How much is the PS5? Can you tell I'm not a console person? I like don't even know how much the PlayStation costs. Do you know how much it is? $500? Yeah, if it was more than 500 for the Switch, people would like, that would not work. That would not go over well. I guess if the PS5 is 500, then maybe the Switch will be less. I had in my head that the PS5 was 600, so I don't know where I got that number from. But maybe we put some towel bars and stuff. This tile on the floor is from the Riviera Retreat kit, right? Yeah. Riviera Retreat for that one. Oh, maybe it's the Pro that's 600. That makes sense. How much is the Steam Deck? I like that little pastel yellow. That's cute. No, it doesn't move with the door. Your sim just like walks straight through it, Miss Kim. But it doesn't like glitch or anything. Your sim can still get through it, but they do walk straight through it. It just stays right there. It's kind of like how when you put like a wreath on the door, like a decorative wreath, it just, that your sim walks straight through that too. I'm gonna try and put some clutter on the counters. I like this item. Scoot away. Okay, it's in the wrong place. Put it right there. Oops. Okay. That's good. I like how it has pink. Nice. Yeah, they have a bunch of different versions of the Steam Deck, so. Does anybody here have a Steam Deck? And if so, like, what do you think about it? Dan has a Steam Deck. I personally haven't played on it that much. But I'm curious what your thoughts are. I think it's cool. I found Dan has like, I don't know, to me, I find it kind of heavy. And I also don't really play a lot of, like, I don't really even use my Switch handheld ever. Like, when I play on my Switch, I usually play at my desk because I, like, use my monitor and, like, play it big, like it's docked. So I don't even use my Switch handheld that often. So I guess I'm just not really a handheld person. And that's why the Steam Deck isn't that appealing to me. And, like, obviously I have a PC, so I play my, like, PC games on my PC. But, yeah, I find it kind of heavy. So if you're like, I don't know, if you have weak, small wrists, if you're weak like I am, something to consider. I find the Steam Deck kind of heavy. But it's not terrible, but I think for like extended periods of time, I would have a hard time with it. Yeah, you can CK Bagel. That's like the thing of it, essentially. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. That it's nice that you can still play your PC games when you're not at your desk. It's definitely accessible in that way. And then, like, obviously not accessible in the sense that, like, for some people it's maybe too hard to hold. So it kind of just depends on everybody's situation. But it is a nice tool. And Dan really likes his, so. I have a few friends that have the Steam Deck and they really like it. I'm going to use that wall plant again. Launching June 5th, $449.99. There you go. Is that confirmed? Well, what did people say? 400 to 500? And it's 450? Yeah, that checks out. Well, that's better than 500, see? Oh, that's without tax, though. That's true. They might not have confirmed the price yet, but it's that information is probably leaked. I can see that being easily findable from a leak, so. Okay, put these right here. I really like these from Love Struck. It's one of my favorite wall art things. Still not in your budget? Yeah, it's pricey, especially if you already have a Switch, like. All right, I'm saving. Let's do the next bedroom. I'm supposed to have multiple cats living here, and I haven't really found a place for the next litter box, but maybe I'll put it in there. I don't know. We shall see. Okay, so we also randomized, there's 3 adults and 1 kid living in this place. You know what I'll use? Let me go on to my... Let's spin for what the other bonus room should be, because we have an extra room. Oh boy. A spa? Okay. So, we make this room into a spa, I guess. I hadn't really planned on that, but I suppose that's fine. When I said that, I was hoping that I could have fit a sauna, but now I feel like without planning for the sauna in advance, it doesn't really work. You know, like we should have, if we were gonna put a spa that we had planned for, then we could have built it to have space for the sauna. Here we go. She's back. Well, we can have music. Yeah, we can put like yoga mats in here and stuff. That could be nice. Meditation stool. All that sort of thing. Could always get like one of the massage chairs maybe. We could do like, I never use the massage chair. I usually use the massage table, but the massage chair is nice. And it's like a little bit easier to use it. Oh, let's pick a color scheme too. Oh, uh-oh. Oh no. Did I not save the color? And I just got rid of it by spinning. Okay, that's fine. This website, randomcolor.com, if you refresh the page, it gives you a different color. So we'll just use this. Green. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, you can use the massage chair to get your nails done. Yeah. That has a little bit of green. Maybe we do it like that. That works for me. Okay, what else from spa day do we have? I want the meditation stool too, but we'll see. I'd like to use 2 yoga mats, but maybe we'll only have 1. I don't know. Have we gone full chaos mode yet? So we have like a Star Wars basement, and in the Star Wars basement, it's like a games room. So I guess in that sense, a little bit, but it's not like that bad. And that was only because we were forced to. I wouldn't have chosen it, but you know, here we are. Oh, I love this table. Let's try that. Get it in like a nice wood color. And then maybe I take this little guy, we'll put that up there. Is it amethyst? Oh my god. Yeah, that's one of those things that unfortunately doesn't surprise me that much, but the cost of like these new major game titles these days, yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. That's a scary number. Like, a lot of them are that way, but it doesn't make it any less horrible. Oh, what about this? That could be a cool way to combine the colors. I feel like this doesn't really work anymore, though. If we do that, maybe we could do it in blue. It's not really that green, but if we get a green wallpaper... Oh, I don't like this shade of green then. It's like too minty. Huh. That's better. I feel like that matches better, but I don't know. What do you think about that? Oh, candles would be nice too. That's a good idea. What about those Love Struck ones? I really like the Love Struck candles. These. Okay. I'm now gonna put... Oh, do you not slot to that? That's right, this thing doesn't want to slot to anything. Well, it's floating, which is pretty annoying. How bad is it that it's floating, chat? What do you think? I mean, it's not good, but you can't tell that much, right? It's not that noticeable? Okay. It's just one of those things that when you do know, it like really bugs you. Or at least it really bugs me. When I know about it, I'm like, oh, the thing is floating. I'm gonna scoot these down. Looks better. It's fine, it's just a hover radio. There you go. It's like totally on purpose, you know? It's, yeah. Sure. Yeah, nobody looks at it that closely, right? So. Okay, what about one of those wall plants again? I'm gonna use the same one on the other side. Is it still usable floating? We can come check. Some of these things are not. The gramophone is a little bit worse. With this thing, because you don't have to like actually interact with it. Oh, is it because you can't come in? Oh, he can't dance to it. They make these dumb things, and basically none of them slot to anything. I love this one, and this one also slots to things, but so many of these don't slot to like anything. Maybe I could put it on the floor, and we could have it be kind of in front of the yoga mat. That might be better, I don't know. I can have the meditation stool in the corner then. I struggle with this thing. I always have a hard time knowing where is best to put it. But yeah, none of the speakers work when you raise them. I always like hope for the best and it never really works. And a lot of them don't slot to like anything at all. The TVs can be kind of weird when you custom raise them up too. So, but yeah, it's, they're getting better about it with some of them, but a lot of the older ones are not very usable. What if I did it like this and we switched out the side these were on? Maybe that's better. This thing can go over here, and now you can see them both on the same side, which is terrible. And we could probably get like a shelf or something, or maybe two. Put some cute decor on it. I like it. Yeah, so I'm glad we're all in agreement about the radios being so frustrating and like essentially unusable a lot of the time because they are so frustrating. A lot of the stuff in this game could use like a slotting overhaul for sure. Let's get some more candles. Oh, I love that he's wearing, I forgot about this outfit with the boots and his hot weather outfit. You fell asleep to a body listening to my voice for 8 hours straight. Oh my gosh. I am sorry. Hopefully I'm not too annoying to you at this point after all that time. That can't be good. Oh, let's do an incense burner. I love that. That's good. Put it in that cute color. Maybe I'll get another little thing of plants too. Is this Otis's second house? Yeah. I don't think I'm actually building this for Otis specifically, but Otis does happen to be in here. So, do with that information what you will. The first time you discovered me, you woke up to one of my videos. You know, that was a common experience a couple years ago. Oh, I didn't put any clutter on this desk. I'll have to come back to this room. There was a phase where YouTube was like really pushing my VOD channel, like my More Simsie channel, to sort of an extreme degree. Like I made more money on More Simsie 2 months in a row than I did on my lilsimsie channel. That got like so many more views. Obviously, it's significantly bigger, always has been. Because YouTube was like really pushing the VODs. So I would post a video, and at this time my VODs would get like maybe like 3,000 views on my second channel. I would post one, it would get, you know, around that much, couple thousand views. And then I would go to bed, I would post at like 11 a.m. I would go to bed later that night, wake up the next morning, it has 75,000 views. Like they pushed it overnight. And it would have like 40% dislikes. And the comments are all like, oh my God, I was asleep and I woke up to your annoying voice auto playing. You woke me up with your screaming. Like, Like, because YouTube would be pushing. I think the reason they were doing it is the algorithm was like, okay, this person has obviously fallen asleep because it's just auto playing video, 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 video. My videos on More Simsie are like 3+ hours long. They're like, they can put loads of mid rolls in them because it's super long video. And they knew that the viewer was asleep because they're just auto playing, watching all the ads. So they would put on my video on their autoplay and like push it like that. And then they would wake up to me and they'd be like, I'm 2 hours into this video, you woke me up and I didn't put this video on. So there was a phase where that was happening a lot on my second channel. It hasn't happened in a couple years, but a lot of people had that experience of being woken up to my second channel. So yeah, kind of wild. That was a weird time for sure. But definitely funny to look back on. And it worked out. I mean, the videos were doing well, so that was good, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I don't think people were actually mad at me, although maybe some of them were. It is very, people are like disoriented and grumpy when they wake up in a shock. So I get it, it's fine. But it's kind of funny thinking about how that was happening. And it was happening consistently for like a month or two straight. But yeah, anyway. Those were the days. I think I like that room. Do you like that room? Is it okay like that? That's how you found me on YouTube. You woke up to my video playing. Yep. Yep. They should have just had autoplay off. Yeah. I've never fallen asleep to YouTube and then had it autoplaying like that. I'm a pretty light sleeper, so if it were autoplaying, I think it would wake me up. I'd be in the comments like, "You're screaming, woke me up." No. I don't comment on things like that. But I don't think I've ever fallen asleep with it autoplaying. Although, usually if me and Dan watch a YouTube video before bed, if anyone's gonna fall asleep, it's me, and then he turns the TV off. So I guess I've been prevented from ending up with this fate. So maybe if it wasn't him doing that, it would be happening to me more often. But I can't really sleep with the TV on. It's only if I'm like really, really tired, I guess, that like maybe I'll start to get a little sleepy and like maybe doze off a little bit, but like not like fully asleep, you know? Okay, let's do the next bathroom. We can randomize the colors for this. Ready? I know just the thing. This is kind of scary, actually, but unfortunately, all right, Team Aqua, you got what you wished for. They said no, a nice tile. I think there's a tile like this new in the base game, right? That's like this color. It's a little bit lighter, but it's still bright and pretty. So if it really is horrible, we could choose to use that instead. I actually use the brighter one more often, which is kind of a funny thing to think about. It was horrible in a good way. But the house is nice, so if we start like really getting a little bit wacky, then there is that tile too. What does that one look like? The tile unfortunately matches like perfectly, so that's not the right color. The one bathroom they didn't renovate, maybe that's what it is. This is the one they didn't change. I could see that. I'm gonna give them, maybe if it's not renovated, they have a tub. No. I need to have a litter box inside of this bathroom, I think, so we'll make sure we fit in. I would love to have a shower tub combo, but the window situation is not so good. Maybe Golden. I I like doing baking streams. The problem with baking streams during the fundraiser, I found, is that it's really hard for me to keep up with the donations and bake. Like, it's easier when I'm like streaming from my desk setup to be like reading donations and stuff, because when I'm in the kitchen, I'm like running around, I'm in the pantry, I'm like getting bowls out, I'm washing a dish, and I'm like not, I feel like I'm not thanking people enough. So like maybe as like a bonus stream, because sometimes I'll stream like twice in a day. Maybe we could do like a bonus one, which would be fun. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like there's a balance there, because it's so fun to do the baking streams, but also they're maybe not the most effective for fundraising specifically. So then I'm like, but I probably will do one. Maybe not more than one though, is kind of what I'm thinking. Because they're still fun to do. But just gotta try and keep up. Yeah, the clawfoot tub showers don't have a back panel, I know, but I don't really think that the clawfoot tub one matches that well with the colors in this room. You know what I mean? I've always hated the color of the metal too. So that's why I don't really use that one that often anymore. But it is a nice tub. Stream while the cats bake. There you go. There you go. Okay. Yeah, the curtains clip at the window too, but you can at least scoot it forward a little bit more, you know? All right. Oh, I like that. That's nice. Let me get a little picture above it too. This room's kind of, I don't know. I don't want to call it boring, but maybe a little bit. I don't think the cat litter box is going to fit in this room anymore with where the door is. So I'm going to put it, the first or the last thing we talked about with the cat litter was to put it in this room. We already have one litter box, so we're not like fully litter boxless. It's just that these Sims are supposed to have 3 cats, so to only have one litter box is not very good. We should probably have many more than just even 2, but what are you going to do? Doesn't always work right how you want it to. Okay, shall we do the kids' bedroom? That's green again. Can we spin one more time? Oh, oh my god, why are we getting 3 greens in a row? 4 greens in a row. Aqua, this is terrible. Give me something. Whoa, okay, that's different. And that's like the base game color. So frankly, that kind of works. That is the base game fuchsia. You know this bed? Wait. Look at this. Oh my god, and we could do like the zebra rug. I know we talked about having like a space themed room for the kid, but the hot pink and the zebra. It's so 2008. No, it's not that space can't be fuchsia. It's space can't be zebra. That's what I meant. I feel like if we do space and zebra, I mean, we can have some space things, but I was going to try and have like more of a space theme than just this. Once you throw the zebra in there, it gets to be a little bit much with all the space, like really patterned decor too. It's like a pattern thing that I'm worried about. I don't want it to be too over patterned. Okay, I guess we'll have like some black accents. But what about the zebra astronauts? You guys are you really advocating for sending zebras to space right now? That's kind of messed up. What are they? Just like you think animal testing's okay? Wow, I thought you all were different than this. They said yes. Oh my god. Oh, that's not the right color. That's too much. Maybe this one. Maybe it's like the curtain that's not working. Maybe that's the problem. Is this a teen's room? No, it's gonna be a kid's room. We're gonna put some toys in here. It's gonna be great. Just you wait. I'll figure it out. Maybe they could have this. This bookshelf is so expensive, but it does fit okay. Scoot it back as far as it lets us. All right, maybe we get a full-length mirror right here too. Can I do zebra rug in pink? No, this one doesn't come in pink. It's a really nice rug, but it doesn't have a lot of pink options. The zebra is just like zebra. You would have loved a zebra room like this as a kid. I had a bedspread, like one of my duvet cover for a bit was hot pink and zebra like this. I also had one that was hot pink and like brown polka dots. And that, in hindsight, is so, it was ugly. But I was obsessed with it. But like, why would I pick that? Why was there like a brown polka dot vibe? But it was like the base of it was brown. And then there was like, it wasn't just pink. There was like colorful polka dots with brown centers. You know? We all had the same sets. Yeah. Pink and brown was like such a moment back in the 2010s. It was in back then. It was good. I liked it. I also had a SpongeBob comforter for a bit. I think those are the only three that I had though. I think, and then when I was in high school, it was like, what color? What did I have? Was it white? Maybe it was just gray. I feel like it was gray, but it had like dots on it or something when I was in high school. It wasn't memorable because it was boring. So that's why I don't remember. But yeah, I did have a SpongeBob bed too. That was good stuff. Your walls were lime green. Oh, my walls were hot pink. My walls were like this color. My walls were like a pastel yellow until I was like 11. And then I painted them hot pink. And I painted them myself. I was like, please, can I paint my room? My parents were like, I don't want to paint your room. If you want to paint your room, you paint your room. So they let me paint my room. I was literally a child. I was in middle school. And I painted my room hot pink. Didn't do a good job. It was like on the ceiling. Like it was, I did a terrible job painting it. But they let me paint it myself. And then in high school, I was like, I can't have this hot pink room anymore. Like it's too much. And they were like, well, if you want to paint it, this is your mess. So you fix it. So I painted it like a light grayish purple in high school. And then when I moved out, my parents got it painted by a painter. They hired someone. And now it's like gray in my old bedroom. But like now it's fixed. The ceiling's fixed. Like it's fine now. But I'm actually, looking back on that was kind of wild of them to do, to let me do that. But it was really fun for me. And I really liked painting my own room. And it was like fun for me to like take ownership of it a little bit and like be able to paint it. I don't know, to be a kid and like get to paint your own room is so cool. So I don't know. It is a little bit of a wacky decision, but I'm glad they did it. So, and it's just paint. Like, I mean, I didn't get it on the carpet or anything, so it's fine, Yeah, it was a process to cover the hot pink. Yeah. it was definitely a process to cover up all the hot pink. How about we get like a teddy bear? Oh, this doesn't really fit. I want to have a toy like that, but should I scoot this all the way back so I can have a little bit more room? Give it some more wiggle room, but no one needs a headboard. I'll stop. How do I get the paint? Oh, my parents bought me the paint. Paint is not really that expensive. In terms of like making a big update to a room, Like, you know, paying to get something painted by a pro could be expensive, but just to buy paint, and like we already had like a tarp and stuff and like rollers, so it wasn't that expensive for me to paint my room. I guess it was an expensive thing to fix when I grew up and moved out, but it's fine. Okay, I don't know. What do I want to... Oh, space. There you go. Hot pink. You got a gallon of paint and it was $50? Well, it depends like what kind of paint you're buying too. And like $50 is expensive, but if you're gonna pay $50 to completely change the entire room, like that's a big change. Like you can't buy furniture or like a rug or even sometimes like sheets maybe. But like to buy like anything else to change a room is more expensive. So paint, like in the grand scheme of things, is not that pricey for the difference that it makes, you know? And this was like 15 years ago. So times were different back then. Okay. What about like some toys or something? Oh, the alarm clock. Let's do that. I might put the alarm clock from my pack over here. It's a little bit weirder to have the alarm clock over there, but I just feel like I don't want to put two rocket ship things next to each other, you know? So we'll space it out. And then we can get, maybe I'll do books then. Oh yeah, rugs are expensive. Rugs are pricey. Like one of the most expensive things you can buy. Obviously you can get like cheaper ones, but even cheap rugs are expensive. Especially if you want a big rug. Oh. Yeah, they're really expensive. Oh, buying them secondhand on Etsy is a good idea. I never really thought about that. I have to look into that. Yeah, you like wait for a sale or something, you know? They're really expensive, especially if you want to get like I don't know, like an 8x10 sort of thing for like your living room. Oh my goodness. And that wasn't even the door. That was just the track of it, which is even worse. Sliding glass doors are absurd. If you're gonna buy a sliding glass door, so expensive. The reason that they brought it up is because I had to get the track replaced on the sliding glass door in my house this week. It's been on its last legs. I didn't realize that it was on its last legs until it completely broke. But essentially, like, there's a track at the base of this, right? And the doors slide on the track. That's how they open. And it's outside because it's like the door to the patio. And my house was built in the 90s, so it's like pushing 30 years old, my house. So is the sliding glass door. And the track has been it's been like rusted. And it's always been really hard to open. Like when I would go onto the patio, you kind of got to like pull the door. It's like a process to open the sliding door, especially to open it far. So I usually just open it enough to like let myself get out, which is like not very wide. And then the other, like, I guess like a week and a half ago, it broke and got stuck open. So we were like, this was after I got off stream. Me and Dan had like gone onto the porch for a second, and then we were trying to come back in. The door wouldn't close. And we spent like an hour trying to close the sliding glass door. So that was a process. The door would not close. We finally managed to get it closed. Made it like a little bit more broken in the process, trying to close the door. But you can't leave the door open overnight. Like, oh my God. So we tried to get it closed. My dad was like about to come over and try and help. We managed to fix it without him. Then my dad came over afterward and was like trying to look at it, and he was like, ooh, bestie, like, this is not good. He thought maybe the door had like come off the track. No, turns out track doesn't work anymore. It was like so rusted that like you couldn't slide anything on it, and like it was broken under. It had like gotten kind of stuck up under it. So we had to hire someone to come look at it. And he comes over and he was with my dad on the patio, and he was like, yikes. This is worse than I even thought. So then he had to take all the doors off and like replace the whole track and then put all the doors back. He also like put like grease on it and stuff so they slide easier. The door opens so nice now. You don't even need effort. It glides. I didn't even know they could open that easy. So it's great. The door works. You need a working door, but it was $3,000 for him to fix it, which is not good. Way worse than it was like $2,800. I'm exaggerating a little bit. And that includes the tip that we gave him. But it was so expensive to get him to fix this door. But sliding glass doors, to buy them, $15K. If you're gonna buy like the glass panels, so much money. Look, how much is a sliding glass door? Maybe even more than that. Like, to get the whole thing for a big one like that, they're so expensive. Doors and windows are so expensive. Especially because ours is like, it's kind of wide. It's kind of like this one, you know, where it's like a little bit bigger, but ours is 3 panels. So there's like lines there. So maybe it's a little bit wider, I don't know. But it's big, so. Yeah, ouch. But at least the door opens. So that's nice. At least we can use it, right? Because that was no good when we couldn't open the door. Okay, so, oh, back to this room. Sorry, I was distracted. You bought 7 iron glass doors for $52,000. Yeah, my parents had to replace, only, like, they have, like, windows. It's kind of like this, where there's, like, my parents have, like, 3 windows, in the back of their house in the living room. And they had to replace those recently. And I forget how much it cost, but I remember being like, huh? For the cost of just, like, the 3 windows to get replaced. They wanted to do more, but then they got the quote and they were like, oh. Never mind. So, yeah, if you have to replace your windows, not a good situation. But those ones, they had like major problems. We had a big issue with them like leaking and like causing mold in the house like 10 years ago. So they've needed to be fixed. But yeah, and also like that when you have like cheap bad windows, it's like, you know, it's better to replace for like energy efficiency, I guess, but they're tens of thousands of dollars to fix. So scary. Yeah, it's just too expensive to replace them. I don't know how anybody does it on their whole house. Like, it's too much. It's too much. Do we want curtains? I just don't like that it clips into that. Maybe I'll try the one from My First Pet stuff. Well, if we make it, I guess I don't really want to cover the whole window, but oh no, that's kind of cute. It's the wrong color though. Hey, what if we did it anyway? I think it's kind of fun. They quoted you $175,000 to do 29 windows and 7 doors. You did not go with them. Yeah, I don't blame you. Oh my God. That number is like, you know, like I don't even have words. Oh my God. This is why you get more than one quote as well. That is absurd. My neighbors down the street, I don't know them. They're like a little bit far, like at the end of the block, but they replaced their windows recently. I remember watching them do it because like they had, we like drove back from the grocery store and they were like out there and they had all these windows just like in the yard. They were like starting to get stuff out. I wonder how much they paid to do it. I asked them, knock on their door, excuse me, how much did you pay to replace your windows? It's nice to meet you, by the way. I live down the road. Yeah, I would be curious to know. I don't need to replace my windows right now. Or hopefully ever. I guess we'll see. But that looks good to me, I think, with that poster. A quote is like, so when you're like wanting to make a improvement to your home, you would like contact maybe like a few different companies and they'll come and like check it out and then give you like an estimate of how much they think it's going to cost for them to do it. And they'll give you a quote that'll have like the cost of labor and the cost of materials, and like different companies will charge you different prices. Like maybe one person says, oh, I could do it for $20,000. Somebody else says I could do it for $30,000. And you know, so then you just compare them and then you're like, well, you seem better, so I'll do you instead. No, we didn't change the glass door. We just changed the track that it slides on, Gem. So we have this, I have the same door. I have the same glass. It's just like the thing that it opens with. Kind of like the frame of it. But the glass is still there. The doors are still there. It's just the way they open is different now. They replaced it. Well, it works the same. It's just a new one. Yeah, it's not unreasonable to ask someone like in your neighborhood who did work on their house, but I'm just shy, so it wouldn't be weird for me to reach out to them about that, but it would be weird if I reached out just because I was nosy and not because I was trying to replace my windows, which is what I am. I'm not trying to replace any windows. I just want to know how much they spent. So that makes it weird because I'm not actually doing it. Okay, cats and dogs. I might use like this little thing. It doesn't come in pink, but I don't like it actually. That would be a good idea, Jay, honestly, to do that. My neighbors, they recently made like a big neighborhood group chat. And it's not just our block. There's like some people from like neighboring ones. So there's a lot of people that I don't know in there. And I don't really talk in there because they kind of scare me. But it has been interesting to like see what they talk about. It's normally just when something happens. Like, I don't know, somebody's cat went missing and they posted and then I was like, oh, that's that person's cat. I've seen that cat before. And it's back, everything's fine. But like usually it's stuff like that that gets posted in there. But they did all say their names. So they're like, oh, I'm so-and-so and I live at such house. And so now I know the names of some of the people, but I haven't actually met them, all of them. I know my like immediate neighbors, but the ones further away, I don't know. It's helpful to be in things like that though, especially if like something happens. I don't know. It's nice to like when the person's cat went missing, and then they were able to find it. That's really nice that like there was a neighborhood group chat and they were able to ask and like the cat was found quickly. So that's good too. Hopefully that never happens to me, but like God forbid something did, you know, it's nice to know them all. So yeah, it's kind of like next door, I guess, a little bit, but just more immediate because it's like just the ones like directly nearby. And people don't type in it that often, honestly. Like no one's typed in it in like 2 weeks. So it doesn't get brought up that often. But occasionally something will go on. No, I don't really know what I want to put here. Maybe I'll give them the cork board. Nextdoor is like it's like a social media, but you put your you put your address in, and so you're on like a social media of a bunch of people that live nearby you. I think like the Ring app and stuff have like the doorbell camera. I think they have things like that too. I don't really know, but Nextdoor is just one of them. And people are on there. They'll go on there and be like, hey, does anybody have like a local handyman who can fix my doorknob? Or like, hey, does anybody know someone who's mowing lawns? Or like a kid might be like, or someone's parent is like, hey, my kid's pet sitting. Does anybody need a cat sitter right now? Like, or worse, they'll just post like drama, like grumpy Karen types will type on there. It's kind of like a Facebook community page. Yeah, a little bit like that. Maybe they'll complain about like the neighbor's dog pooping in their yard, you know, or worse, stuff like that, or dumber, I guess. I don't know. It can be kind of wild. Honestly, I have it, and I don't really ever see anything that interesting on mine. I guess I only check it like once every 3 months though. Scooter repair. Does anyone know of someone who can/will fix a non-electric scooter? No bike shops work on them. Is this weekend the porch sale? You know, stuff like that. Lost cats, you know, various things like that. But my roommate is taking me on a surprise trip to Disney. What should I do? We can go to any park. I don't usually see things about Disney on here. So this person's looking for witnesses because there was a car accident. They're looking for people that might have seen it. Stuff like that. You always get scammers trying to sell vent cleaning. Yeah, I could see that too. Yeah, nobody, I don't really see anything that interesting on here though, ever. This person's granddaughter wants to start earning money. She can do yard work, she can walk dogs. Contact me. So. I'm not on like a Facebook page or anything for our neighborhood. Maybe I should try and find something like that. Is it better on Facebook maybe? I guess it probably depends on where you live. Like in certain places it's probably better on Facebook. In other places maybe it's better on, I don't know. Yeah, I think my neighbors know that I'm a YouTuber, Snowy. A couple of them have brought it up to me. I know that a couple of them, like when I first bought the house, Googled me. Which is like fair enough. So they mentioned it to me as well, that they had seen it. And like, so I know that they know that I'm a YouTuber. I don't know if like some of the newer ones do, but they were like, you know, I'll never understand that stuff that you do. Was kind of how they said it. And I was like, oh, okay. But whatever. They don't talk to me about it that much anymore. I think they were more like worried about it when I first moved in. One of them made some comments to me about like I don't know, like a year later, they were like, oh, I thought you'd be like throwing parties and like being so loud and like I never see you. And I was like, yeah, I don't go out of the house much, so yeah. But I guess that's why they were just concerned. This young couple has moved in and they're these weird YouTube people, so I get it. But they're nice, which is good. That person has a really nice dog that I like a lot. So, where's I'm looking for the pastel pop kit. That's right. I wanted to put this in here. It doesn't really, oh, it does come in hot pink. Oh, perfect. I like it. Yeah, I don't know if any of them have ever watched my like videos or anything, or my streams ever. I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't talk to my neighbors that much, not because I don't like them, but just because I don't get out much. Usually it's like I'm on a walk and I see them walking their dog and it's like, oh, hey, how you been? I'm glad. See ya. See you later. But I don't really like get out and talk to anybody too much. Okay. No, that doesn't look good. Oh yeah, I could see that, genderless. I could see the like anybody else's like power out. That makes sense. We get stuff like that too in ours. I want to go see when the last message in here was from the 10th, and apparently it's about their son who's washing cars, and nobody replied. I mean, I didn't reply either, but nobody replied to them. They were like, my son is out washing cars if anybody needs it. And nobody responded. Maybe they texted privately, though, about it, as to not spam the group chat. So, oh no. It's so, group chats can be so awkward, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's likely that they responded privately, because sometimes that happens in there. There's another person who like mentions selling plants a lot. I can't remember the specifics, but there's somebody who's always talking about like they like have orchids, and they sell them. And I know that people text them. People like actually buy these orchids. At least somebody does. And I know, because this one, they're like, hello, they said their name. So-and-so, I have your orchids on side porch bench. Feel free to pick up whenever. And they put their Venmo. So I know somebody bought the orchids that they mentioned, but they must have like texted them privately about the orchids. So people do respond privately to things in here. So maybe somebody did get their car washed. That's cute though, right? People are so cute. I don't like that shade of pink. Should I use it anyway? I don't know. You're the plant girl in group chats, really? I love that. It's so sweet. Oh, really, Jay? That's cool. Buys chocolates from someone like that. You killed your orchids on accident? Oh no. I won't tell my neighbor. Well, see, Alarm, maybe you gotta get in the neighborhood group chat and start offering your orchids. There's a market for it. At least one of my neighbors buys orchids, so you never know. You're the pet sitter of the group chats? That's good. My sister is a pet sitter. My sister does quite a bit of pet sitting. She's even on like Rover and stuff these days. My sister pet sits for Miv. She watches Maven, which is kind of fun too. I'm gonna get some more posters in here. Some more pink ones. I actually don't know if orchids are safe for cats, Copper. I don't have any orchids. Honestly, I don't have many plants. I actually don't have any live plants inside my house anymore. Ever since I got the kittens. I had a couple plants that were cat safe when I only had Snap. But the kittens like mess with, it's like not, Snap doesn't mess with things, the kittens, they do. But most plants aren't cat safe, so I just like assume no to basically everything. So like an orchid, I would say no, and they're not. Yeah, that makes sense. Most plants are not cat safe. Most flowers are not cat safe. Hey, if you're ever gonna buy flowers for someone, check if they have a cat, and if so, you have like 2 options of flowers you can buy for them. Because most flowers are not safe for cats, and some flowers like lilies will kill their cats, and I'm not exaggerating, so be really careful. Flowers are not the best gift to send to a cat owner. It's not safe. I did bring home my wedding flowers, but I kept them in the laundry room with the door closed where the cats couldn't get in there. Cowflay, thank you for the 10 gifted subs, by the way. Thank you so much. But yeah, I had them, but I kept them with the door closed in there. So that no cats could go in there. Roses are safe for cats. So that one's okay, but like every flower is not safe for cats. Yeah, poinsettias are also extremely dangerous, and everybody buys poinsettias like at Christmas time, but they're not safe to have for your cats. So be careful with that too. I don't know what kind of poster I want. Maybe I'll look at pink stuff. Cowplant, thank you for the gifted subs again. What the heck? Thank you so much. That's really generous. That's why you have Lego flowers. That's fun. That's fun. I have the litter boxes. They're I have one is in my bathroom. We have another one like upstairs, kind of in the like hallway stair landing place. You know, I don't have it in the laundry room. I used to have it in the laundry room, but I moved it because when we had the kittens closed in like there's like a office room downstairs in my house. I keep a litter box in there too. And we're gonna turn it into a library. I'm putting built-ins in there. I haven't done it yet, but I'm like talking to someone about it. Like she measured and stuff already. But anyway, the library has one of the litter boxes too. But I had the kittens inside that room when we were trying to like adjust them to Snap. When we were like having them meet through the closed door and stuff and like be able to smell each other more. And when the kittens were in that room, Snap had to walk past that room to get to her litter box in the laundry room. And she did not like that. She didn't want to be near the room at first because she wasn't sure about the kittens. So I don't have it in the laundry room anymore just because of that. But I could put it back, I guess. But it's been like 2 years now. So I don't have one in there anymore. Because I didn't want Snap to be stressed having to walk past the kitten room at first. Now they don't care and they're friends, all the cats. But in the beginning, they were not friends. Yeah, I'll show you when it's done, Snowy. I haven't, it's become a little bit bigger of a task. I don't know if I have a picture of it on my phone easily accessible of what the room looks like right now. But essentially, like, let me show you this way. So we want to put bookshelves on this wall, right? But the closet door is like double doors right there. The wall's bigger. Maybe I should have put them on this side. Okay. It's like this. We want to put bookshelves on this wall, but the closet door is like double doors that's super close to it. So the reason it's become a bigger problem is that I'm getting someone to reframe the door and basically make it one door into the closet so it's further over, so there's space along this wall to put the bookshelves because it's too close to the corner. Like you can't fit a bookshelf against the whole wall, so that's why it's become a bigger thing. Is because we're gonna reframe the closet door, but it's not a huge deal, but it's a slightly huge deal. So, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. The closet is pretty deep, so it'll be fine with just the one door. But what about sliding French doors for the closet? Well, the problem is not like the doors. The problem is where the door is. Like the closet is like exactly this wide, and if I want to put built-ins along the back wall there, like, you know, in real life it's like this too. Like it doesn't fit. So you need the door to be over so that you can fit the built-ins. I always knew it would be a big project like that. That's why I waited so long to do it, but that's the situation. Yeah, it's an issue, exactly, Sharpie. No, Snap doesn't hiss at the kittens anymore. Snap likes the kittens now. They like play together. She hasn't hit them in months, really. Like they like each other now. The kittens have always liked her, but she was a little bit wary of them. They get along, so it's good. It worked out really well. That's like beyond best case scenario. It takes a while for cats to adjust, especially like female cats and cats that are used to being solo cats and old cats. And Snap's like 3 strikes. So I was really scared about how she would adjust to having more cats in the house. But yeah, she's done really well. So she hasn't hit them in months. I don't know. It sounds bad, but she would like swat at them. But only usually when they were like provoking her. So she kind of had it coming a little bit. They like really want to be her friends. They would get a little bit too close to her and she would be like, whoa, get back. And they smell like a sewer. Exactly. Like if something showed up out of the sewer in your house, wouldn't you hit them too? I mean, no, I probably wouldn't, but Snap, she's just been, it took her some time to warm up to them, but she likes them now, so. It's cute. They play together and stuff now. And like they'll sit on the couch together. The kittens can't touch her, but they can sit like, I don't know, me and Dan will sit on the couch together and Snap will be like curl up against me and Sunny will curl up against Dan and like Snap and Sunny are like this far apart from each other on the couch and it's fine, which is really good. Guys, I've been trying to figure out what to put on this wall for so long and I still haven't chosen. What about pigs flying? I don't like it. Terrible. Your older cat will just walk up and hit your kitten completely unprompted. Okay, Snap used to do that too. I kind of was trying to blame the kittens and make it seem like she was an angel. Snap did also used to do that to the kittens. She'd just walk up and like... So... But like, you know... It's fine. She would just literally walk up and hit them. They would be doing nothing and she would just... But they get along now. Maybe, is that better over there? No, I'll put it here. Snap chose violence. Yeah, it's like older sibling energy, you know. Yeah. She doesn't do it anymore, really. Let's put a little kid's violin right there. Okay. I like that room. I think it's good. Let's do this last room. Really, DJ? Cats are so funny like that. They're so weird. Blue for the bedroom. Okay. Older siblings energy, says the older sibling. Yeah, well, younger siblings are so annoying. Oh my god, I don't blame her. I feel that way about my siblings sometimes. Not so much anymore, I guess. Like, I'm like 25. I don't randomly hit my siblings, but I do have, sometimes I'm like, oh my god, wish I could, you know? Okay. What color? This one, we could do like a green and blue thing. That might tie it together. Let's see. What about the new bed from Businesses and Hobbies? This rug is from the Refined Living Room kit. Yeah, like that. Doesn't that look good together? Shanna got me Epic Universe tickets, so she's on the nice list now. Yeah. No, I like my siblings a lot. Especially as they've gotten older. Like, I don't know, I feel like you butt heads with your siblings a lot more when you're kids. But now that we've gotten older, I like my siblings. I'm gonna try this color. I never used that color. I don't really like it that much, but what the heck is that doing there? It's not supposed to be there. Yeah, anyway, they've grown up to be nice kids. Your brother is 9, so it's a problem. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. It'll get better. When he gets older, it'll get better. My brother has turned out to be so nice. It's so cute. Brett, like, washes my car sometimes. Well, he did it twice, but that's sometimes. He like, cleaned a window for me once. Like, he's a nice kid. He's 21. That's a kid, though. But he's turned out to be, like, really helpful and nice. Like, it's cute. It's nice to see them grow up and, like, I don't know, be good. Okay, I'm gonna scoot that over because I want to put a dresser right here. This one? Oh! No, never mind. I take it back. I take it back. I'm gonna use the stuff from down here. Yeah, it is Violet. That's funny. Same name. Okay. Scoot these back. I know I already used these nightstands, but I don't really mind. I'll put this one too. Yeah, that looks better. A little bit nicer. So we need to have a litter box, and I also talked about maybe putting a closet or something. Do you think I should make like a custom closet? I do sort of like how that splits up the shape of the room a little bit more, right? They got a special deal for the nightstand, so they bought 4 of them. Yeah, there you go. Okay, put some shoes in there. Yeah, and a little hallway entrance like this kind of makes sense, I feel like. I don't know if I put a hamper in there, if it's gonna be functional still, but I'll try. I will try. Oh, really? Yeah, my, somebody said that their friend has siblings that are, like, only 4 and they're turning 18. My grandpa's siblings were like that. My grandpa is, like, 16 years older than his sister. It's tough to be close with your siblings when you're young, when you have that kind of age gap, because you just, like, you know, you have a very different relationship when you're that much older than them, you know? But I'm sure that those kids are gonna look up to your friend so much. Like, it's gonna be nice for them, I think, to grow up having an older sibling like that. It's nice to have, like, a role model in that way, you know? Okay. What about... Oh, I need the litter box, that's right. Maybe I'll just put this litter box, like, over here in the corner. It's not very cute. I don't really care though. They're gonna kick litter out all over the rug. I'm gonna put a fireplace in here, I think. That'll be nice. Fireplace. How about this one? This is like my favorite one in the whole game. I love this one. With the blue accents too. Oh, so cute. I guess it could go in the closet. We could take away the other stuff and just put it in the closet. They should still be able to clean it from in there, I think. Oh no, it's not limited packs. I have gone all out in a bad way with this place. It is not limited pack. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm gonna try and get like a dark green color for the chair. Wow, that's a little bit tight. I might have to see if my sim can get through here still. Otis. Oh man. Fireplace is too wide. Does it work now? Dang it. Oh, but it looks so good. I take it you can't, yeah. There are other fireplaces that are skinnier. Like the new base game one is pretty thin. So we could do that one. I think they should be able to get past this. It's just not as cute. Really? Is it this? I'm very surprised by that, to be honest. It's fixed. Okay, that works for me. I like it. We'll get that kind of in the corner. I can put the hamper out in the hall, or like right here then instead. Yeah, he can still get through. Okay. Let's get a hamper. Put this over here. Maybe I can use some of those plants that I keep using all over the place that I like a lot, like this thing. Oh my god, look what she's doing. Wait. She is so funny. She's always done that when she sleeps. Like, even as a kitten, she would, like, face plant into the bed sometimes. I think it's like her little nose is cold thing. But it's really cute. That's why she also sleeps like this a lot, you know? Covers her eyes and her face. But it must be comfortable because she's always liked it. The other two don't do that. Shrimp and Sunny don't do that. Me after work? Yeah. It is relatable what she's doing. Oh, I made her feel insecure. Oh, I'm sorry. Now she's turned. I feel bad. I'm sorry, Snap. Where's Parenthood? I want to use the Parenthood mirror, I think. Does it on the pillows or on your leg? Yeah, Snap sometimes will put her face like partially underneath the blanket as well. Like she'll kind of like, not underneath, I guess she kind of like tucks her face into blankets though, a little bit because it's comfy. Yeah, she sleeps in like the weirdest angles compared to the other two. It's really funny. She's always been that way. You wish you were a cat snoozing in the warm sun. Oh, a cloud's blocking the sun right now. They stopped her sunspot. That's terrible. Poor Snappy. Your cat is staring at the stream right now. Oh no. Do they see Snap? Or are they just interested in the game? Try that again. Maybe we put like some of the makeup from high school years on here. I think that could be good. That's not makeup. This is. Yeah, I like the color of that. Always look gloomy where you are. I'm sorry, Danny. That stinks. We've had some weird weather. It was like fine during the day yesterday, but we've had a couple really rough thunderstorms this week. Which is honestly kind of fun because it's been a long time since we've had like storms. We get like storm season here in Florida and it storms like that almost every day for a few months, but It doesn't really storm in the winter, so it's not been stormy. So we've had some like big lightning storms, and that was kind of fun, I guess, because it was like, ooh, it's back. But it was bad though. It was bad weather for sure. I'm in Orlando, Angel. I'm gonna get a ceiling fan. It scares you, so it's not fun. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you have a hard time with storms, it is no fun for sure. I'm glad that my kittens aren't scared of the storms. I feel like Shrimp is the type that like the thunder would freak him out, but it doesn't. He doesn't get scared of them. And Snap can't hear it, so she doesn't care. But yeah, they luckily aren't too worried about it. The cats. Yeah, it does, Gold Elbows. That's no fun. It's so funny to me talking to people like when stuff like that comes up where there's somebody who like actively goes to UCF or like went to UCF or like lives here. It's always funny when there's somebody from like right around here in the chat. Small world. I went to UCF as well, as many of you know. Oh, I like that because that brings like a little bit of the orange in. I like the outside of this. I know it's a little bit of a weird color scheme, but I think it turned out nice. You work for UCF? Nice, nice. Okay. Put all of our terrain paint in. I think we're almost done, which is fun. I'm glad that we did this color scheme because it's a little bit weird. We randomized this and it's a little bit different than what it actually turned out to be, but the randomizer said scarlet, navy, and lime were the three colors. There's not really lime windows, so I used these green windows and we kind of used like this orangey wood tone to mimic scarlet. It's not really quite scarlet, but you know, did our best. But I've never really combined those colors before. So it was different for me and I think kind of fun to try. I'm glad that we did it. All right, fill all this in. I'll have to fix a little bit outside of this too. Greenhouse windows are a little messed up. Okay. Really, Daphne? That's funny. That is a weird small world thing too. Oh, Nick Nag, thank you for saying that. That's really kind of you to say. The videographer was telling me that she was reading the comments on the wedding video and it was like making her emotional to see all the comments, which is kind of cute. So thank you all for being so nice about it. I was kind of scared to post that video, but now it's out, so I'm like, whew, done. And people liked it, so that's good. Oh, you're going to Medieval Times in Orlando in April? That's fun. I went to Medieval Times for a field trip when I was in elementary school, Moonbeam. I haven't been over there since then. But they brought us when I was like 8 on a field trip for like lunch at Medieval Times when I was a kid. I don't really remember exactly where Medieval Times is. So I don't know about like restaurant recommendations over there specifically. But depending on what you're looking into, I don't know where you're coming from either, but you might have fun. Like, it's probably somewhat near-ish to Disney Springs. You might have fun going down there. It's free to go to Disney Springs. You don't have to pay extra. You don't even need to pay to park or anything. And there's a lot of restaurants and like some fun dessert places and stuff at Disney Springs. So like honestly, anything at Disney Springs would probably be fun for you to do if you're coming down for your trip. And it's it's nice to just walk around there. You can kind of kill time walking around Disney Springs. There's shops and stuff, which is nice as well. This stone is from the Star Wars pack. Magic. I'm so sorry. I know. It's from Star Wars. But yeah, I would recommend Disney Springs to anybody who's coming to Orlando and looking for like a thing to do. It's kind of touristy, obviously. It's not like Orlando. It's not even in like the city. Disney is far away from downtown Orlando, but it's a nice free thing, and it's like a fun way to get some Disney experience without having to pay any extra, you know? Like you can do Disney without having to go to like Magic Kingdom and pay hundreds of dollars for a ticket, so it's nice there. Okay, I think that we're done. Should we do a tour and then see if we're missing anything, and then we can put it up on the gallery? maybe. I took Dan's parents to the Disney Springs Rainforest Cafe. When they were in town, we went to Rainforest Cafe with them. That's the only time in my life that I've been to the Rainforest Cafe ever. Not just the one at Disney Springs, but just in general. They have a dinosaur restaurant at Disney Springs that I think is owned by the same people that do Rainforest Cafe, but instead of like the rainforesty animatronics, they have dinosaur ones, and they have like meteor showers that happen like every half an hour in the sky. It's kind of cool in there. I went there for my birthday once when I was a kid, and that was fun. But I think the restaurant is just called like Dinosaur or something. I can't remember. The food's not that good, but it's like an experience, especially if you got kids. It's probably a fun experience for them to get to go and see. T-Rex! Oh, it's called T-Rex. That's right. I just lied. It's called T-Rex. But it's kind of cool in there. So, yeah, if you're coming with kids, for sure. Or if you just like dinosaurs. My dad loves dinosaurs, so he likes it for that reason, too. Okay, let's look around. So, when you first come into the house, we've got like a little entryway. There's a table to put your stuff down. There's a piano. We got the staircase to go upstairs. We have a closet right here with like the decor box and some storage and stuff. And then straight ahead, we have the dining room right there. And off to the side, we have the kitchen, which looks kind of like this. The Sims who live here have 3 cats, so they have 3 cat bowls. There's a little bathroom downstairs for the Sims, the guests, to access. They've got like another litter box in there. Down here, we have the living room. They've got like a TV and some cute built-in bookcases. This is a TV. It's the frame TV from Bella Goth's kid. We got a chess table. There's another bathroom. This one has like a tub and stuff in it. And down this way, we have an office. Oh, that's right. I was gonna put stuff on this desk. I knew I was missing something. I've been getting so distracted today. I feel like I really haven't built this very fast, especially compared to how I normally build. I feel like we've been really slow today, but it's okay. It's fine. There we go, a book. And then they have like a whole library in here. Living the dream, truly. When I put the bookshelves in my library, the one that I'm building, like the room downstairs that we're turning into a library, they're gonna go floor to ceiling like this, and there's gonna be a ladder. I know. Hold on, wait. Maybe I have the rendering on my computer. Easy access. I know I have it on in my email, but wait, let me show you. Is this that's the contract. Wait. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this so I crop out any identifying information, so the picture is gonna be small, but this way you can see it. This is what it's gonna look like when they build the bookshelves. It's really small, but like we have paneling in that room already. They're gonna paint it blue, and we're putting wallpaper, and the bookshelves are gonna look like that. Isn't that gonna be so nice? There's gonna be so many bookshelves in here. I have nowhere near enough books to fill all this, but eventually, I'm thinking long term, you know? My grandpa used to have a bookshelf like this in their old house, and it was like overflowing with books, and this reminds me so much of my grandparents' house in like the best way. They didn't have a ladder. That's my Beauty and the Beast era, but yeah, it's gonna be cool. So, an excuse to buy more. Well, not straight away maybe, but eventually. Eventually. But have I fully furnished my house yet? I would say mostly. This room has like nothing in it, and hasn't for the entirety of the time that I've lived here. So it has the cat's litter box. We have a litter robot in that room. I have like a litter robot and some regular litter boxes, and the litter robot is in that room. And there's I have another bookshelf that has like the records and the record player on it in there. But yeah, we're gonna put some chairs in front of the window over here. And then the door into the room's like over here. So You hate your litter robot? Really? I like it. It's really expensive. And I don't really have a problem with like a regular litter box, but Snap really likes it. We've had it for like probably like a year now, maybe a year and a half. I bought it as like a Christmas gift for ourselves like a year and a half ago. So yeah. And Snap exclusively uses that one now. She doesn't use the other litter boxes. The kittens kind of use them all, but Snap only likes that one. But if she likes it, then she likes it, you know? But it's definitely nice for like a multiple cat household, having this many cats, so. She's fancy now, yeah. The litter robot, it's like, it's like an automatic litter box. And so it like detects weight when the cat gets into it. It can tell when they've gone to the bathroom, and then the thing rotates and it like sifts the stuff out. And it goes into a drawer at the bottom, and then you can like clean the drawer. But yeah, we have like the like name brand real litter robot. I don't know about like, they have a lot of other ones. I don't know what about those as much though. I've never used them. But yeah, there's no lasers that zap the poop. No, not like the Sims. Not like the Sims, unfortunately. Can't believe it, right? Why haven't they made one of those yet? But yeah, I have liked it. So I would recommend, but you definitely don't need it. I would recommend like if it's something that you've been thinking about already, and you know, but you don't need it. So we have regular litter boxes that work plenty fine, and the cats like them. So yeah, if there's a door that shuts, that does sound dangerous. I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, do research into them too. And some cats don't like that it has a little bit of a roof. Maybe I'll show you a picture so you can see what I'm talking about if you haven't seen one. But it looks kind of like this. They're really funky. It's giving like the future, these items. But it's like sort of enclosed, huge opening, and it's like round in there, but some cats don't like there being a ceiling. So if your cat doesn't like that, then that's no good. Mine is white though, not like this. And then like the bottom is the drawer where it like sifts into. You call yours the turd tumbler? Oh my god. You. I feel like this picture is kind of weird. Here, oh, this one's like edited, but here's a cat going in there. It doesn't have a door that closes and opens. So they just step in and then like litter's in the bottom of it. So, no, they don't always have ceiling cycling. We have, our other litter boxes are just big like stainless steel things without an enclosure on it. But that's because Shrimp doesn't like the enclosure on them, so. He's kind of tall though. Shrimp's pretty big, so I could see why he wouldn't like it. You know, he's trying to go to the bathroom and like his head's right there, so. Is that a washing machine? It looks like one, but it's a litter box. Yeah, that's a great point, Valerie. Like for being disabled, it's like a big help for you to have this, yeah. Because it does a lot of the work for you. Like you still have to clean it and like you change the drawer out and like stuff, but like you don't have to constantly be scooping like a regular litter box. I don't know how they know how to use it. Honestly, when we bought this thing, the cats, all three of them used it immediately. Like, and when I say immediately, like me and Dan were setting it up. We plugged the thing in. The cats were like, what are you guys doing? What's going on in here? We poured the litter in. All three of them instantly took turns going in it. Like, they just knew it was a litter box. And they were like, okay, I'm going to use it right now. But like they used it immediately, like as we were still actively setting it up. But they know what litter is for, and like they know about litter boxes already, and they could tell that it was a litter box. So they were ready. They were ready for it. They get really excited about anything new that we get in the house though. They're like ready to figure it out. But it was kind of funny how they like instantly went in there and started digging in it. What's going on here? We're talking about litter, Hope. We're talking about litter. No, I didn't get that, Donnie. I haven't seen that, to be honest. No, we like manually fill it and stuff. I didn't know they had an attachment to fill it from the top. That's wild. That's cool. Yeah, I've heard good things about that tofu litter. I haven't tried that myself, but yeah, anyway. Cats are funky though, so you know your cats better. You'll know what they'll like and stuff. Yeah, the good stuff about that is they can't track it. Yeah, so people like that stuff. Because litter tracking, you know, no good. I'm used to it though. Maybe I should look into it. Maybe we'll try it out. Oh, we got little shrimp cat over here. Anyway, this is like the guest bedroom downstairs that we have. There's a hallway right here. You can go into the basement from here, and in the basement we have the laundry room, and we also have like a Star Wars themed game room. The people who live in this house, they're like big Star Wars fans, so they built like a whole Star Wars game setup downstairs, mostly because I randomized it and I had to do this. But that's how it works. Hi, Study Time. Thanks for the raid. Welcome in. I'm doing a tour right now of the house that we built. So you're here actually at a really good time. I'm like showing people around the house that we just finished. And we're talking about litter boxes. Anybody here have cats? That's what we've been up to. But this is like the basement of the house. So they've got this like funky Star Wars thing. I've never used most of these items. But, you know, we're trying. I'll show you around again. So this is what the outside looks like. We used a randomizer, like a wheel spin, to determine like the color scheme and all kinds of the different rooms that we had to add. And this is what it looked like. I have never used a color scheme like this, so it was kind of a scary one for me, but it worked out really well. So we have that out there, and we'll get to the backyard in a second. Here's kind of like a top-down overview of the inside. We've got a living room, a study. There's a guest bedroom. We have the kitchen over here. And then when you go upstairs, we got this little hallway. We randomized that we had to include a spa. If I had randomized that sooner, I would have put a sauna, but it like wouldn't have fit in this tiny room. So I put the meditation stool and like yoga, and this is the massage chair. So they can get like hand and foot massages and get their nails done in that, which I feel like is nice. So they have that they can use. This is like the upstairs hall bathroom in here. I liked the pink. We randomized it. It had to be bubblegum colored, and it worked out. And then down this way, we have the primary bedroom. They have sort of like a blue and green thing going on. This was also randomized, this color scheme, but it's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. And then here's the primary bedroom. I really like the color scheme in here. I think this is cute. I really enjoyed this. They have another litter box in here, like in their closet. And then this is the kids' bedroom. Randomize the zebra rug situation and the hot pink color, but it kind of works. And then if you go outside, you can go through this door in the kitchen. We have a big like back patio space with a grill and a table. There's a hot tub. And then down here we have a fire pit. There's like a lemonade drink tray. This is a little greenhouse space, and we have an observatory and monkey bars. A lot of stuff that we randomized that we had to include, like the observatory, because really, when else are you going to use that thing? But it was nice that we had a place to put it, you know? It's nice to have a reason to try and use that thing. A lot of skill building stuff in this house, which worked out. What do you think we should call it? There's 3 bathrooms? No, there's 4 bathrooms, actually. What do you want to name it on the gallery? I don't know. I really put the green in greenhouse. Yeah. It's very green out there. Should I just call it random house? Maybe I'll call it like wheel spin house. No. Randomized house. No, I don't know. I'll explain. I spun a wheel to determine color schemes, rooms to include, and other themes of this house. It's a little weird. Oops, spelled that wrong. Weird, but I think it turned out okay. The wheelhouse. Oh, we could call it the wheelhouse. That's pretty on the nose, but wheelhouse is, you know, it's a thing, so. Everyone quiet, keyboard ASMR time. Oh my gosh. It includes primary bedroom, kids' bedroom, guest bedroom, office, yoga room, Batu basement, hot tub, greenhouse, and observatory. Observatory. That is wild. Okay. Shall we upload? Oh wait, this is to be placed on 23 Eucalyptus Lane in San Sequoia. Did I spell that wrong? Yeah. Okay. Now we're good. Upload. Now we get to see how many packs it has. I'm a little bit scared to find out. I'm kind of nervous about what it's gonna tell us. Okay. One whole page of expansion packs. A lot of game packs. Another whole page of stuff packs. Oh my god. 5 pages? 4.5, 4 and a couple, but... Oh, the fact that it goes on to the 5th page is... That's really bad. That's really bad. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. What packs didn't you use? Yeah, right? I mean, we were like, our goals were different because this was so like randomizer focused. But wow, that's rough. That is really rough. What's my stream schedule? Maybe on Monday we'll do a limited pack build. Maybe Monday of next week we limit our packs. Cause yikes. We can try and do like a 4-pack sort of build thing, you know? That feels okay to me. That feels like balanced, you know? We back and forth with it. So tomorrow we're gonna play The Sims 2. On Friday, I'll show you. We're gonna play the Unlucky Chef scenario on Friday, which is that like from I guess it's base game, but they added that scenario where you have to try and max the cooking career, but your sim is like constantly starting fires, and it's really kind of fun. And I haven't played it in a long time, so I thought we could try and do that on Friday. Though we want challenge scenarios. Unlucky chef, yeah. Sim becomes a celebrity chef despite the danger, or a celebrity mixologist. So it's actually really hard because they literally nonstop start fires. I was having so many money problems when I did this because I had to keep rebuying the stove. But I haven't played a scenario in a while, so I think that'd be kind of cute to do. So we're gonna play that on Friday, and then on Saturday we're gonna try and renovate. In the new world, there's that like fixer-upper build. We're gonna try and renovate that on Saturday. So I think all the scenarios are base game song. I think they're all base game. There were a couple that were like, oh, sorry for yawning. There were a couple that were like limited time that went away, but I think that all the scenarios are base game. I don't think anybody needs like any packs or anything for that. So will I get Switch 2 when it comes out? I haven't watched the Nintendo Direct yet, seemingly, because I was live when it was on. I think I probably will buy it though, because I feel like, well, I have a couple of Switches already, but I feel like even if just so we can play with it a little bit on stream and talk about it, like, you know, I'll buy it. I'm not a reviewer, but I'll buy it. I'll let you know if it's bad. But that's sort of how I felt about, like, I don't know, I feel that way about a lot of things where I'm like, and I'll use it, so yeah, but I'll probably get it, I think. The background is, yeah, this is part of Nordhaven. This is like a part of like the town square in the New World from the expansion pack. Yeah, it's $450, I know. We were talking about how some people thought it was going to be $500 at least in the chat. So while it is expensive, at least it's not $500. So there's that, right? I would like to do some videos on it, Laura. I've been meaning to do that for a long time, but I keep Dan has the PS5 in his office because he's been streaming with it. Not recently, I guess, but he was before. So I haven't stolen it to set up the Sims on him. But I would like to do some videos on Sims on console. The problem is, like, I never play on the PlayStation. The only console I use is the Switch. And the buttons are different on the PlayStation controller and the Switch controller. Like, the buttons are in different, they're like the same location, but they mean different things. So like, you know, on the Switch, you like sit here spamming A, but to press X on the PlayStation, it's like different, you know, what you need to do. They're in different places. So my reflex is to go the wrong direction. And so I look so stupid and fumbly when I'm playing with a PlayStation controller. It's kind of embarrassing. So that is a little bit like, that's a hindrance to me. So I don't want to embarrass myself by being like bad at playing on a console. Like, nobody wants to sit here and look dumb because they can't use a console controller. Like, but you need to like switch your brain when you're using it. It's kind of confusing. I did a sponsored stream once where I played, what was it? Oh my God, there was a game that we were playing on console that I had been playing on my PC. And then the sponsor, because it had just come out for console, so they wanted me to play it on PS5. And I felt so, it was Sky. Yeah, that's right, it was Sky. I had been playing it on my PC, and then they wanted me to play it on a console for the sponsor, which is fine. But I felt really dumb, like not knowing the controls. I'm like, here I am trying to like, you know, show off this game for a sponsor, and I like can't play it. But it's not because the controls are hard, and not even because I hadn't played it before. It was just because I'm not used to the controls being different, you know? It's hard when you switch. It messes you up. Throws me off. At least I'm not alone in that. I think we all feel that way about it a little bit. So that's a relief. How dare I replace Cash McQueen? What, for the, for our scenario? Oh, we can make a sim for the scenario. Shall we? Maybe I'll randomize a few times. This is our unlucky chef for us to play with on Friday. We need to make them really unlucky. Should we give them like really bad traits? Or is that worse? Oh wait, I should probably do it in the, I should do it with the scenario. Chased by death? Ooh, that's drama. Wait, play scenario. Scroll. New household and new save. Chased by death would die, but wouldn't that be kind of funny? We could come back as a ghost if that happened. So that's no problem. Should we be like high maintenance? Maybe we could be high maintenance, a foodie, and chased by death. High maintenance is gonna kill me. I'm gonna hate that. Dying builds character. Yeah, I hate the high maintenance trait. It's kind of fun though. You think snob instead? Yeah, maybe we shouldn't do high maintenance. It's gonna be bad enough with them starting fires nonstop. Overachievers raise their skills faster and are happy when they finish work tasks, but are a little harder to get along with as friends. That might be helpful because we don't need friends. I know people want clumsy, but it could work. Is there a chef hat? Yours never caught on fire? When you did this scenario, when I did it last time, granted it's been a couple years, but when I did it last time, it was a disaster. I think I'll keep this. Okay, wait, let me do her like face and stuff without the chef hat. Should we randomize more, or should we just stick with this one? I don't really know what I want the vibes to be. Yeah, she's really pretty. I like this sim already, before we even start. Yours never started any fire? Oh no. Lucky would be a fun name. Wait, Lucky's kind of cute. I like the name Lucky, and it's funny that she's an unlucky chef. We can do that. Last name Charm? No. Oh no. I'm randomizing mostly just between the different haircuts. Before, you know what? Go back. Go back again. Go back again. This one's kind of cool. I haven't used that one in a while. Maybe we should do it. I like that. I like that. No, it's from Eco Lifestyle, this haircut. Okay. Cool sim. Honestly, I feel like her face doesn't really even need much change. Like, she looks cool. I kind of like it. Maybe pick some earrings. Which ones? Come on. Come on. That's cute. Maybe we want to get like a... I feel like maybe she doesn't wear that much makeup. I don't... Well, let me come back to her makeup once we pick an outfit. Because then we can like decide the colors, and then I'll probably apply it to all her outfits afterward. I mean, we'll need a chef outfit for sure. And we can have like kind of a, dare I say, unlucky chef version. Like this. Mole or freckles? Yeah, we could do that. She could have moles. There's like a chef sort of tattoo also that we could use. It's, where did you go? You know the one I'm talking about? What arm is it for? Oh, it's right there. There you go. The utensils tattoo. I'll come back to this outfit. I want to look at this one. Oh, oops. Wait. Let's get our earrings for all the outfits. And our hair for all the outfits, too. Okay, I'm gonna look at some of the stuff from Home Chef Hustle. Because I don't really use that stuff very often anyway. Oh, I do like this dress. I forgot about that. Oh no, this apron is way cuter than the one... Come on, we'll use that instead of this one. That's like 10 times cuter. Way better, way, way, way better. She gets like a cute pair of sneakers or something. I kind of like the colors on that. Maybe she has her nails painted, but they could be short so they don't get in the way of anything. Yeah, I like how you can see her tattoo with this too. It's better than not being able to see it. I think her hat is kind of silly, but that's okay. I guess that's fun, right? Home Chef Hustle. I do actually like this. Maybe we could give her a couple different outfits. She could have like the carrot t-shirt for one of them. Or... Yeah, I like the carrot t-shirt. Okay, then we can just get some nice pants with it. I don't know if I've used... Honestly, I can't remember when I last used this thing, so... Jeans. What do we got? Maybe these ones are okay? Fish shirt for sleepwear? Yeah, that could be good. That could be good. Maybe she wears the same sneakers for this that she did for the other. I like how it has a little bit of green, so. And maybe she could paint her nails yellow to match the lemons on the shirt. These ones are kind of yellow. That's kind of cute, right? Okay. I think I like that. Oh, we're making, let me change the stream title. I probably won't be here for very long. But we're making an unlucky chef for us to use for the stream on Friday. When we play the unlucky chef scenario. I'm curious about some of the eyebrow piercings, but I don't know if I like how they fit on her eyebrows. I don't know. Chipped nails. Oh, do those come chipped? And do the chipped ones come in yellow? I do like the chipped nails. But I kind of want them to be yellow. What are they from? The Grunge Revival kit? Oh, they come in green. Now let's stick to it in yellow. Yeah, I feel like I got rid of her other earrings by accident too. I didn't mean to do that. I feel like I give them nose piercings most. I don't really use the other piercings as often. But not a lot of restaurants, it's a safety hazard. That's true. We can't have it chipped because it's a safety hazard. There you go. I like this one best. This is my favorite of the piercings. Maybe she has like a little bit of... No. No. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it too, Malice. I always feel like they're like, they place a little bit odd. In the Sims specifically. It's not like the piercing's fault, but it's like the Sims version. What about that? Just like some darker, like smudge. I don't know. Could like give her just a little bit of a lip color, nothing too much, but just something a little bit nice. Kind of dark still, but not. Maybe like a really light blush too. So she doesn't wear much makeup, but just a little bit. I like it, I think. Did I miss the lip color? There we go. I like this. She looks cute. Okay, and then this one. Maybe she can wear a skirt with this. I don't really like that one. I don't know. I was just trying to do something different, but I don't really like it. I'm just thinking like maybe it would be fun, but... Oh, I missed her nose ring too. Her septum piercing. There you go. We can go back to jeans again. I always like these because they have the cuff at the bottom. So those are nice. Should she wear, not to have her wear the same sneakers for like every outfit, but I mean, it's not unrealistic that she would do that. So I do that. So it could work. Maybe we get a different color. I kind of like that color. Like the yellow pants. Oh, she can maybe wear the yellow pants. I kind of like it. Do you want that? Okay, she can wear them. These ones are from Growing Together. You know what I want to try? I like this stuff a lot from Businesses and Hobbies. Like this setup. I'm gonna have this. do that instead, Very Vividity. We could do that. That sounds like more fun. We're a Fashion Street Kid. Where are you, Fashion Street Kid? Full body. I always am like filtering these so wrong. I wish the filters would stay on longer instead of like turning themselves off nonstop. Yeah, we could have her wear this. This is a little bit very fancy, which we don't always... I feel like we're never gonna have an occasion for her to need this, but doesn't mean you can't use it. I do like this. I like the orange. Do you like the orange? What kind of shoes do you think, too? Yeah, it's like how the filter in Build By like disappears when you copy something. Exactly. Flats or sandals? Yeah, I think some sort of flat. I don't know. Do these ones have a matching swatch? No, of course not. They come in yellow. I guess we could use those. I like them better than the other ones, so we can do them. Oops. Ah, I lost it. I wanted the shorter nails again. I should have just copied these to all of her outfits. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, I always forget about these. I need to remember to use them more. It's because I don't really look in the face paint category that often, you know? So it's like not something that I like remember to even check for. Yeah, we can give her henna. I like that. What? Oh, is it only on that arm? We can layer them, but... Oh. Of course, my chef tattoo! How does it look when you layer them? Oh, that's the wrong one. Where was I looking? I guess it doesn't look that good. Just the hand one? Yeah, we can do just this. Which one do we want? Yeah, I guess you can also get it off the gallery, but is there one on the other side? I don't... Oh, there's... I guess we have this one, but I don't know. Are any of the other scenarios fun to play? Some of them are. Some of them are. I feel like I kind of like it only on the opposite hand. I like how it kind of... I don't know. Yeah, the gallery tattoos are really nice for stuff like this too, but I am still a little bit wary of going through the gallery tattoos on stream. You hate to say it, but I am a little bit nervous. I've done it a little bit like for just recording because I can cut it in case anything, you know, but I'm a little bit nervous about like coming across something bad on stream. So that's why I'm like a little about it, you know? It's an off-screen activity. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, unfortunately, that is the case. Let me get rid of our earrings. Let me take off her makeup, too. You haven't had anything bad on there? That's good. I'm glad that you haven't had that experience. That's like a huge relief. But yeah, I've seen some people like sharing stuff that they've seen on there, and there's been like some, I don't know, like hate speech and things like that I just don't really want to avoid. Or sorry, I want to avoid. I don't really want to encounter on stream, so hopefully that makes sense. I like that color. Yeah, there's some good creators that make some really nice tattoos on there. It's not like all of them are bad. It's just that, you know, you don't want to encounter something bad when you're streaming in front of thousands of people. So that's the avoid. That's the thing. Okay, I like that. Makeup off, glasses off, earrings off. What kind of top do we want to use? Maybe just something plain like that. That's cute. I like it. That is really cool, Steph, that they did that. Oh wait, we said the fish shirt. I forgot. Oh my god, I'm so silly. We had a whole plan about the Home Chef Hustle shirt. We wanted this one. Oh, it even matches with the gray. Okay, we can wear that. We did have a whole plan. We'll stick to it. Maybe she could wear, let me look at some more of the stuff from the Fashion Street kit. Maybe we could wear something like this for our party wear. Huh. I wish it would keep my filter on. That would make things a lot easier. This might be nice. I really like the orange. If we can... Yeah, see? Isn't that cool? I like the texture on this shirt. I always have. I really like this shirt. It's like shiny. Okay, we were gonna look at flats again. I might even just use the same ones because those... And she's wearing a lot of the same shoes. Oh, maybe she has the blue ones because it matches the blue on the pants. That's cool. She really, she picks shoes that she likes and then she buys the same ones in more than one color. It's so me. I get it. The same shirt in 2 colors. The same shoes in 2 colors. I don't have the same shoes in 2 colors, but that's relatable. If you find a good one, like, you know what works for you, so you stick to it. It makes sense. Okay. Swimwear. I kind of want to do an orange again. I feel like the orange is a really good color for her. Should we try that? Take off our makeup. Oh, she could wear the stars from the kit for her sleepwear. That's a fun idea. Like we were just talking about the these things. Make more pimple patches. That's cute. Bought the same pair of jeans in 3 different colors once. No, that's the spirit though. Jeans are so hard. It's so hard to find jeans that I like. I'm so with you. Like if you find a pair that are good, you stick to those. If you like a pair of jeans, like that's what you need. We can't be like, we gotta know what works. I hate shopping for jeans. It's terrible. It's terrible. I was gonna look at the Home Chef Hustle kit again. Not to have her wear the same t-shirt, but like, it's just nice. I like this t-shirt. It comes in some good colors, so maybe she could wear this one. It's a nice little hot weather thing. Some socks. Yeah, that's cute. Okay. Orange? Yeah, okay. And then cold weather. What about, we could wear these jeans again because she already had those and we know that she likes to wear the same jeans again. There's, like, Home Chef Hustle has stuff like that, but I guess you don't really want that, do you? Let me go back to cold weather. Outfit category, cold weather. I like this quilted jacket. Do you think that she would wear that? like I could see it. And I really like the colors. Maybe this color is good for her. I'll give her some boots though. In like a brown color. Isn't that nice? We do like a green nail. Oh, now I feel bad because like she's gonna have a really horrible time, this person. This poor Sam is gonna play the unlucky chef scenario. She's gonna be in like a million fires. It's gonna be horrible. Okay, she likes orange, I've decided. She can enjoy baking and cooking. We're gonna need that. Maybe she, oh, maybe I'll randomize them and then I can add those things in. I won't give her too many color choices though. Okay, she doesn't like dancing. And she doesn't like singing. Okay, fair enough. She hates deep thoughts and flirting, but she likes affection and physical intimacy. Okay. I won't give her any decor dislikes, because that always backfires on me. She likes mission decor, Queen Anne decor, and Art Deco decor. She hates basics, boho, and preppy fashion. That's really dramatic. I feel like you aren't allowed to have... Maybe we can swap them to be your likes. You hate hardworking Sims. You like cottagecore music. You hate jazz and spooky music. Okay. She hates arts and crafts and senses of humor. Oh no. She also dislikes homebody Sims. She likes woohoo. She doesn't like brown or white hair. She likes purple clothes. And she likes costumes and hipster fashion, but not streetwear. That's fine. Yeah, I made her like cooking, which will help. Yeah, I did say she didn't need friends, right? So it's fine. What's her last name gonna be? Lucky Norton. Fallon, Fuller, Jet. Did that say Lucky Gross? Lucky Blaze? That's kind of wild. Because it's going to be on fire all the time. Lucky Blaze is kind of like... Sounds cool. I'm kind of into it. Okay. Shall I upload her? Maybe we should put... Maybe her first outfit should be this one. Because she's going to play... Oh, maybe not though. I think I like the one with the yellow pants as her first outfit. Right? I made this sim to play the unlucky chef scenario. Okay. Ready? Upload. So we'll play with her on Friday. When we play the scenario. But what packs did I use? Oh, a bunch. Like so many. Bad, 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 bad. Definitely did not need to be using that many packs, but, you know, here we are. Oh, I should have given her a pet with, like, a cute food name. Oh, no. I guess it's not too late. Should it be a dog? What if it's a beagle? Wait, oh my god. And we call it Bagel. Yeah. That'll be good. This is Bagel. Okay, I'll take her off the gallery and re-upload. Couch Potato, Jumpy, and Glutton. Okay. That's new. So, you know, it's a good thing I uploaded her to the gallery. I'm gonna close my game and I'm gonna end stream. I was gonna end stream now anyway, but I believe this is when we end. This is when we say, okay, that's enough. Well, she's already unlucky. I'll make bagel for stream on Friday. I'll make sure we have the sim. That'll be fine. But that, okay. Lovely glitch. I'm glad that happened to us. Maybe, oh, my friend Momo is playing Sims 2 right now. We're gonna play Sims 2 tomorrow. So we could go raid Momo playing the Sims 2, shall we? This is my warning from the game of what's to come. Yeah, seriously. So we'll go over and say hi to Momo then. Thank you for hanging out, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll catch you tomorrow for some Sims 2. And I shall see you all later, okay? Have a good rest of your night. Afternoon. I don't know, whatever. Bye! And right now. Okay, bye everyone. Stop.